All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the very first ever Waterboy live stream, doing it with our 12-man Dynasty Auction Startup League. Everett and I have never done a Dynasty League. We did one Superflex League in a 7-man little fun league, so that didn't really count. And we have never done auction. So, of course, we had to just combine all of them into one, do it right now for the people. Everett.
Yeah.
Why don't you kick us off, Mr. Commissioner?
I am
commish.
That is
I am in
correct.
business cash. Everett's,
I was informed the
business,
commissioner has
formal.
to dress up for the inaugural draft today. There were strict dress codes provided to all members of the league by our unnamed intern. I actually did something productive for once today. Surprisingly.
Oh, okay. Did not know that he was doing something.
Well,
helpful.
I mean, you got the memo, so
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, interesting thing. So, right now we've got a little bit difficulty getting everybody on the league in the room on board. First draft we ever done was Sleeper 2. Technically.
Yeah, when we said we literally don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we're doing. So it's going to be interesting. But if you want a behind-the-scenes look of how everything works for the Waterboy podcast, here you go. This is just kind of how everything starts. We got a couple minutes here before the draft actually starts, about 8 minutes, in fact. Looks like all the boys in the league are doing their final preps, their final mock drafts.
Final touches, final outlines. Yeah, this one's serious. Okay, this one's a big league. Every single person, other than me and Everett, has done Dynasty auction startups every single year for maybe the past 15 years. So
no, like
Everett
since
and
they
I
came
are
out
at
of
a
the womb.
disadvantage.
Let's clarify. Like literally from year one, they've been
pretty
in
much.
Dynasty.
Yeah,
Dynasty
so
leagues.
things are going to be ramping up here. The auction format in general, that's just something that we'll see how that goes. Can't say I know really how to operate it, but we'll find out.
No, but you know what? It's the fairest way to do everything. So
got some league members, in the text watching the stream right now, asking why we're wearing suits. Why aren't you wearing a suit? That's the real question. This is the biggest day of the year. Today determines my happiness, year in, year out, year round for however long this league lasts.
Until you get a heart attack from
2073.
something that happens in this league and it takes you out for good.
Yeah, I mean, another
Essentially.
thing, I'm like, now that we're like starting this up, I can't help but just think, if you were like a dynasty manager in the past, like let's say you have Calvin Johnson and he retires at age 29 or whatnot. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's a heart attack. You were in the hospital.
Whoever's had Brady,
Moments
have it for like 20 years. Like things like that.
Imagine you thought that a player was going to hold your team together for the next 5 years. Imagine you have Andrew Luck, and you thought that he was going to hold on to your team, RG3, for the next 5 to 8 years. And then injuries happen and all these things. There's so many different ways that the league can go, that your team can go. You never know, and that's one of the beautiful things.
Yeah, but Everett, in terms of the whole fandoms when it comes to auction drafts, even more prevalent. Let's just say, hey, I'm not disclosing any official budgets, but in my opinion, 70 for Garrett Wilson, worth it.
Oh no, it's 100%
100% worth it.
100 for Jordan Addison, hands down.
I would say great value.
No, that's a bargain.
You underpaid.
Yeah.
So
JSN 101.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should probably go over the league format. So Superflex, we went over that. PPR, full PPR, no tight end premium, none of that. Nothing interesting there. No kickers, no tight ends, 2 flex spots.
No, yes, tight ends, no defense.
Oh yes, tight ends.
Defense.
Sorry. I just may have accidentally leaked my strategy of who cares about tight ends. But hey. Tight ends are in the league, yes. No tight end premium though. But all right, this will be big. 4 minutes for the rest of our lives, Everett. Let's just have a little fun here, Everett. Play some hypotheticals looking at the future. AR-15, is he going to be the best rookie quarterback? According to these dynasty rankings, he is the best quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like it. I mean, he's got the best situation around him. Will Levis probably isn't going to play this year. Bryce Young, I think, has still not claimed that one spot, and obviously the team around him is kind of mid tier. And
whoa, they got Adam Thielen.
What about the rest of the team?
Doesn't matter.
They
have the best receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson couldn't do what he did without Thielen on the field.
Can't compare.
That.
Cannot compare.
You know that.
What's the last quarterback I'm missing? CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud might be an underdog. Action. Might be an underdog for rookie quarterback of the year, at least in fantasy. So
yeah, I don't know about you, but kind of some later quarterbacks I'm looking at for this draft. Of course, Jameis Winston. No hesitation there. It's kind of a guy I really want to leave this draft with.
You know, the third string on the Saints. I got you.
Being serious though, if Sam Howell can actually start, that's great value there.
It is a bargain pick for the $1 bid. So
phenomenal.
Let's clarify with 2.5 minutes remaining before the draft actually starts here. This is an auction draft, and the way the auction drafts work, you nominate a player, everybody gets a chance to bid on that player. If you don't want to bid, you don't have to. You get outbidded. You don't get the player. The other person gets the player, and their money is now gone. It goes to a point where the lowest minimum bid is $1. Everybody will end up with $1, and you will continue to bid until your teams are completed.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to get very funky down the line, down to the $1. Any mock on sleeper, there essentially isn't a single team that will save money for the bench. Almost every mock on sleeper is going for the stars and scrubs strategy, where you just fill out your starting lineup, spend nothing on the bench.
Essentially, yes.
That's what almost all of the CPUs do for these mocks. So when it comes to that angle, can't say anyone's had some realistic mocks for this.
No, nobody's really had a real solid through and through mock draft for any of this, but that's kind of we'll see what happens here with everybody. Some players that have been mocked to go for very high will go for very low. Some players that were going to go low are going to go high. Someone might spend $100 on a player tonight. You know, you never know, and that's the fun part of the Waterboy League drafts.
It's always a great sign. We got league members asking questions literally 60 seconds before the draft. Are rookies in this? Now that's a guy. That's a guy I love. That's a guy I love right there. I love you. This is gonna be interesting though. None of us knows what we're doing except two people, if I'm correct about that. Two people.
Sounds about right, yeah. Draft starting here in 30 seconds. All I'd like to say is this stream is competing with the MLB draft tonight.
Thank you, Ryan, for the subscription. We love you. Thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you so much. I'm just practicing my streaming voice. Thank you for the $5 donation. Big Crusty Cheeto 12. Thank you. All right. We are starting up here. 15 seconds, Everett. You got the first nomination.
I do.
Can you just leak that to our listeners right now? Because, it doesn't matter.
In an ideal situation, all I would like to say is we'd be having the unnamed intern live tweet the picks as we go.
I'm clicking start draft because I think we got to do that. But all right. The draft has begun.
We are still missing one player, by the way. Two players, by the way, in the draft.
That's all right.
Number 4 and 5.
No, that's all right.
It's a little bit of an issue.
They're popping in and out. It's all good. It's all gravy.
Alrighty, boys. The first.
All right, let's not take forever. Come on. This thing might take 4 hours, Everett. Let's go. Come on. We're not the real NFL draft here.
No. But this will make or break the foreseeable future for our lives. Interesting little strategy coming from you over there. I'm already passing this, so can I get your mindset on why Jonathan Taylor?
I think this is absurd value right now. This man should not be $31.
Interesting. Okay.
If you want my honest, I think this is just ridiculously cheap.
I still think 35 is a bit much, to be honest.
We'll take it.
First pick is off the board.
And it's on to me. I took him. Come on, just pick Mahomes. Let's get it over with.
We have one individual in the comments section asking why the commissioner has the #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, that's some questions that have been floated.
Take that up with Sleeper. The draft was randomized once the date was set. That is not up to me. That is just how the cards fell, all right? I had nothing to do with it. Take it up with them, all right? Also, as an auction format, I felt like it was less of a big deal, so it didn't matter that much.
Antonio Pollard. Interesting seeing him go right now.
$29. 31 is, do you think you would pay more for him than for Jonathan Taylor?
I am very happy with having Jonathan Taylor
at $35. That is very, I would say,
I am very happy.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I am so happy. I would agree with that Taylor right now.
I would agree with that bid. Interesting, by the way, that the first two players off the board, both running backs. Patrick Mahomes now
on the board. I'm expecting a lot of bids for this one. Expecting a lot for this guy, Everett.
Yes, I'm as well. You know, this guy's one of those players you don't know if you can replace.
As a Chargers fan, I cannot take him. I can't. I couldn't live with myself if I did this, Everett.
So, okay. Up to 56.
All right, quick move. Oh, and Mr. B on top. Okay, all right.
Zhang Show with the $60 bid on Patrick
Mr.
Mahomes.
B with the banger. Okay.
Would you consider that the top quarterback off the board for Dynasty mode?
I would say so. For a lot of the Dynasty rankings, I've seen people floating Allen over Mahomes because of the rushing upside. I've seen things like that.
Okay,
all right. Well, stop talking. Lock in, guys.
We are in a bidding war here, boys.
I love this so much. I love this so much. I love this, and I'm not involved in it at all. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm not in a war right now. I am thrilled. Jonathan Taylor for 35 might be the pick of the draft. All I'm saying. I hate to toot my own horn right now, but oh my god.
$68 for Justin Jefferson. A little bit of an overpay, but you know what? The mocks, I've had him at 70 before, so you know what? That was in my range. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
All right. Okay.
I'm all right with that.
According to some places, this. Okay. Let's just start. Let's get big, boys. Let's get big. Let's get physical. Okay, Mr. Cobb.
So let me ask you this question. How much would you have paid for Justin Jefferson? What was your top limit for Justin Jefferson?
$52-ish.
I was prepared to put down 85 if necessary.
Yeah, so I mean, you end up spending around 35% of the budget on that player, which I mean, he's the best receiver in football, and in my opinion, you have at worst the wide receiver 3 in fantasy for the next 8 years.
That's the way that I was looking
at it. If you're looking
at
it from that
it's stability at a position where if push comes to shove, if my team's down bad in the gutters, I can still get some decent recovery for.
All I'm saying, just look at the Mahomes price. Look at the Mahomes price right now. Look at this, Everett. This is nuts.
Yeah, a little interesting here. Josh Allen going for $8 more than $10 more than Patrick Mahomes. Interesting draft strategy over here by Andrew. Spent $1 more than me on a quarterback, so I mean I can't really talk much because I spent $1 less than him on a wide receiver, but still.
Now, if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not as high on Jalen Hurts as other people.
I agree with that. Where's he lining up on your big board? Big Bird.
For me, I think I'd say Hurts is. For me, he's the number 4 player in Dynasty.
Okay. But even though you don't like him, you still think that he's a top 5 player.
No, I'd still like, depending on the value, I would have taken. Right now, I think this is too much. But
63. I mean, still, I think at this point, I think if you're paying more than Patrick Mahomes and somebody paid for Patrick Mahomes, it's automatically a loss.
Yeah. It's interesting though, seeing Allen go for that, seeing Hurts go for that, and then you look at the king himself just sitting there staring you dead in the eyes.
It's amazing, by the way, how fast these picks get in. Sometimes you don't even have a chance to put a bid in.
Yeah, no, this is actually flying by.
In comparison, for everybody who has not done at least a mock draft on Sleeper, typically it's very slow picks. There's only a couple teams bidding at a time. And on top of that, it's not going remotely for as close as high as these picks. Zhang Show with I would say the steal of draft right now is arguably between you and Zhang Show.
Definitely Mahomes. No, definitely Mahomes. Not me.
Still a long draft ahead of us, but $60 for arguably the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Arguably the best quarterback in fantasy football, at least stability wise. Very impressive. Now, is he going to do the double up Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes strategy here?
Okay. All right. We're already up. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm definitely afraid about Lamar and his injuries. And
if it's me,
I would not be.
If I was Kush right now,
wait. Oh no, Kush! You should have let Zhang take.
That's what I'm saying. You should have let Brian have it.
Let him get it, guys. Let him get it.
$60 for Lamar Jackson. That's half of his budget, or that's.
What is this? 60% of the budget. All right, Zhang's out of contention. I'm so happy right now.
Oh, and the steal of the draft has been washed away with
that is one man I don't need to worry about.
With the Lamar Jackson pick, that player will be traded in a matter of months, weeks. Where would you put it?
To be honest, I think I might get on the phone with Brian right now, work on a Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson. I think I might get on the phone right now with him. Now I'm out on this bidding because I already got Taylor. However, now Dynasty, you're always thinking for the future, of course. But if we're talking winning the league in 2023, this is running back one. No,
yes,
no
100%.
Correct?
If you are in a win now mode, Christian McCaffrey is your player.
Let's just say we're talking a redraft normal league. He's first running back off the board, correct?
He's arguably, I mean, Justin Jefferson's probably still the first overall pick, but Christian McCaffrey's in contention for top 3 at a minimum.
I think McCaffrey's firmly top 3.
Okay, we have 100. A Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, no, never mind. We have a steal coming in. I almost spoke too soon. $50 for a running back.
Now, if I'm going to be honest, I have Jonathan Taylor ranked above him on my big board. So
I have him as my number 1 running back. I'll just say that. But what I don't really... How do you feel about spending $50 on a running back, though? Because I'm not a fan of it.
Not hyped. I would only like to do that. Now, okay, Ned's team over here, he's going strong on the running backs.
If it was me, if I do not win in the next season or 2, I am selling my entire team.
Okay.
This is going up very quick.
Very, very steep.
To note, this is a comparison to where I took Justin Jefferson at $68. We're starting to run it up a little bit. 56.
This is above my personal budget.
Yeah, I personally have him set a little bit lower than this value. But $59, $58 for Jamar Chase. $10 less. Oh, never mind. Coming with the poach at the very last possible second. $59. So
59 for Jamar Chase.
$9 less than I spent. How do you feel about that in comparison to what I spent on Justin Jefferson?
In my opinion, both overpays. I think there are a lot of receivers still available that you can get. However, in a PPR league with 3 receivers starting and 2 flexes, the value of Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase is even higher. So with that in mind, I get it. I understand. Sorry, I'm gonna need to focus up here real quick.
All right, well, that puts 5 of my top 7 quarterbacks off the board already. Keep in mind, it's a Superflex PPR league. There's a premium on the quarterback position. Are you willing to pay as much as Patrick Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence?
No, I'm done. I'm done. If whoever's outbidding me right now, you can have him if you want more.
$60. I feel like here's the thing. If it's me, the Patrick Mahomes at the start of the draft, whatever value he goes for, that sets the precedent of where all the other quarterbacks should be going. If he goes for 60, I'm not bidding for anything higher than 60 on any of the other quarterbacks. And that's, I mean, if any of the guys in the league are watching right now, because I know you are, you can use that, you can utilize that, but do it at your own will. $24 for T. Higgins.
It's good value.
It's a good value pick. Might end up being a wide receiver 1 on another team in the future. Interesting strategy by Andrew here, having it be his wide receiver 1 off the board. It is my turn to bid. Let's start with some fun here.
I like this. I like this nomination a lot. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I can get in range here, I'm so in on this. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, if it was me, I'm letting Zhang Show take this. He can spend as much of his budget as he wants on 2 quarterbacks and a tight end. I have no problems with that.
If I were actually Zhang Show, I actually think it would be in his best might be in his best move to get Kelsey now. And pray you're in a compete now mode. If not, you have the best tight end trade asset. So
true. However, he is 34.
True, but for the next 2 years, you literally have an 100-point gap at tight end 1 over tight end 2. I'd say an overpay there, but depending on how you can construct a roster, it could be worth.
I mean, obvious tight end 1, at least for this year. In Dynasty mode, I don't really know how many people are going to think that he's the consensus long-term solution, because you never know. He could retire next year. He could retire in about 5 seasons. It's really up to how his body kind of goes. But who do you think? Actually, no, that's going to reveal too much. I can't ask you that question.
Hefty price right there. Do you know what the AJ stands for in AJ Brown?
I do not. Do you?
No, I mean, I guess the way I said
so now
that,
you have to go and look it up. You have to go look up what AJ Brown's full name is.
Yeah,
you brought that up. You can't just bring up that question.
I do.
And not answer it.
I know. AJ Brown, Arthur Juan Brown Sr.
He's a senior. Oh, congratulations to AJ Brown.
AJ Brown Jr. Right? You wouldn't go by senior unless you had a junior, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, just asking.
How do we feel about $50 for Justin Fields?
My baby boy. I think it's a great value.
I think that's a score for a value pick and somebody that's a dual threat asset.
If I'm going to be completely on it, well, there's one guy sitting on.
There is one more. Yes, I see him as well.
Which I won't be in on the race, but we have.
Well, there has been one
here who has some ammo. So
there has been one individual player or a person in our league that has specifically said that they will get this player no matter what.
I like that. I kind of like this pick here. Even at this price, I still like it.
Bouncing back and forth here. Comment from the peanut gallery. None of us know what we're doing. Clearly, that's consensus among the league in the league group chat.
Oh my god. Look down for 1 second. He's already up in the 40s. I'm gonna get back in this bid, Everett.
I'm debating it, but $50 is it's a little bit steep. I'm more okay with Kush getting him Travis Kelce, Bijan Robinson combo than I would be with Ned getting him with basically a monopoly on the starting running back spots. All I can say is this strategy Ned's going after is based on his strategy last season in the normal fantasy football league that we've had in the past, where he dominated with running backs rather than wide receivers. He had a great team overall, but the running back position was more of his forte, and I can see he's kind of building his team off of that this year. However, I don't really think that's a strategy to win for years to come.
Oh my goodness. Let's bump this up, boys. Don't want to be looking like the dummy paying 59 for T-Law over here. Come on, keep paying. Now I'm happy with the T-Law.
Oh,
yeah, last
second bid.
Oh, I love the Trevor Lawrence. Now, I'll be honest, Everett. Part of my thinking was I do not want to be the last guy in on one of the best 8 quarterbacks because of this exact scenario. Look at Justin Herbert's price.
62. You're paying more than for Patrick Mahomes. That's one of those things where when you have a first quarterback go off the board so early like Patrick Mahomes did, like, you'll never know where everybody else goes off, and that's one of those things where you mock when you have the mock, so you can kind of figure that one out. Now, Garrett Wilson. It's your baby boy.
Yep. I can afford my baby boy, unfortunately. Oh, well.
Wow, we're getting high. Yeah, no, that'll call it for me. $40 and running that one up. I'll let that one slide.
We'll let that one go.
Yeah, it's a little bit too rich for my taste. It's a little bit too rich for my tastes.
Damn, they're gonna keep on spending.
You can really tell here who has mocked and who has not by the way these budgets are kind of dropping out here.
Now, I'm going to be honest, I should have immediately commented on this earlier, but Justin Fields and Garrett on the same team, I'd consider swapping teams with Sam.
It's a great start, though. CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, and Justin Fields. Like, that is the start of a power team.
That's a very, very nice team. Very, very nice team. Just click that pass button so everyone knows my opinions. $51 for Eckler? Oh my! Now Ned Everett, Ned school over here. What are we thinking about this team?
Well, we said this earlier. He is going a running back dominant strategy. That is what he won the league with in previous years in our normal fantasy league. It's what he did very well with last year. Clearly, that's the strategy he's going, is for basically one season. He's going for victory right away.
This would be exciting for you if you can get this, Everett.
Yeah,
this would be exciting. Oh,
no, now it's a little bit too rich for me. That is a pass. We're out on that. But Austin Eckler for $50. That's about $30 more than I was willing to pay for.
Who's Florida man again?
That'd be Han 007.
All right, I'm looking at Florida man. Florida man.
All right, here we go.
I can't risk my thing to bump him up. So this is already an overpay. Oh, he's in on it. Oh, he's in on it. Oh, he's in on it.
He's jumping.
Stop, Everett. Don't screw yourself up. Everett, stop. Everett, stop.
I will take him for 34. I will take him for 34. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. 34 for
AR-15. All right,
AR-15.
Everett.
That's all right.
AR-15.
I'm okay with that.
AR-15. Okay.
That is a future pick.
AR-15. Okay. Where did you have him again coming out of the draft going into the season? Where do you have him again? QB1, right?
QB1.
Oh, no?
No.
Yikes.
We can see CJ Stroud is the best quarterback coming out of the class, but still thought that Anthony Richardson was.
I mean, that's nice of you, but Bryce Young was the best quarterback coming out of the class.
Hey,
I have to admit that.
Your words. It's a combined list.
Okay. I'm going to monopolize the RV market. It's all over. Let's get this nomination in. Great.
So if you miss your nomination, does that is it like the NFL draft? Do we get to automatically steal a pick?
No, it automatically nominates the very top guy.
Top guy.
Yeah. Figure that one out. I actually kind of think it's really, really good value.
$29 coming off a torn ACL.
I like Andrew's team.
Josh Allen, T. Higgins, Chris Olave. That's a future building team. Let's keep the market going here.
Oh, I don't think that would have kept him. If you went running back there, then people would start.
I mean, if I'm gonna say if I'm about to get, I'll take Kyle Pitts for anything less than $10.
After last year, I don't care if it's a dynasty league. Kyle Pitts, I never want to affiliate you with you again in my life. I'm done. We're done here, Kyle. We're done here.
$23, $24. This is where I get curious, where Najee Harris is gonna go. So let me ask you this question. How do you feel in comparison? You have $8 more than me. Trevor Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor. I have Justin Jefferson and Anthony Richardson.
I think a lot of this depends on AR-15 and Jonathan Taylor, but
wow, starting bid for Isaiah Pacheco going before Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kenneth Walker. Interesting
nomination. Kind of like it.
Thank you, Win, for bailing me out there. I realized after I placed that bid, I really did not want him for $16. You guys can have him. Reoccurring guest.
I'm nominating pretty soon here, right?
I believe so. Like yes.
Yeah, I think I might just go nominate like Derrick Henry.
Najee Harris. I get Najee Harris off the board first. Derrick Henry is one of those guys where you could literally bid him for $1 and everybody might let you have him.
Is anyone like the Dolphins or Bama?
No big Dolphins fans from what I know.
Okay.
$23 for Isaiah Pacheco.
My goodness, Everett. This is a man I want bad. I'm not gonna lie, I want him bad. But with Jonathan Taylor, I'm not gonna be going after him.
Could we see a Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs pair up on Kush's team?
It could be a little dirty over there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that against that setup. So right now, only Brian has his super flex filled in. So that does mean that 11 teams are in on quarterbacks right now, and 4 of those teams are really
we have Jahmyr Gibbs. We have gotten Jahmyr Gibbs. I will take that.
Great, that was a phenomenal pick, Everett.
$24.
Now I like your team significantly more than mine.
Large fan of that.
Water baby, water baby, water baby, water baby, water baby, water baby.
I think we're going to be sitting around for a little bit now, conserving the budget. Is there any team you currently look at and you think that's a league winner this year? Depending if they screw up the rest of the draft or not.
As of right now, can't really get like a firm pick in. Right now, I would say if AR-15's good, Cody Bellinger and Andrew.
Cody Bellinger.
Oh yeah, and Sam. Actually, I think Sam might.
Sam might have the best team. It's what it seems like right now.
I think Justin Fields is really, really, really good chance of winning MVP this year.
Really? That's a hot. That might be something we need to come back and clip.
But just looking at the track record of recent NFL MVPs last year, Jalen Hurts,
Saquon Barkley for $25, Saquon for $25.
I'm kind of not.
Ooh, 30. All right. I was about to say that is a steal at $25, but Han coming in, fixing the market for us. Now, I am out personally on Travis Etienne. I think he's a little bit too injury prone for my liking.
I'm also not trying to stack a running back and a quarterback on the same team, so I was just out on him. But
you can tell, by the way, Jeff did the most mocks here with the highest amount of money remaining. Very conservative, especially with Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you would kind of think he'd be a little more aggressive. But hey, to each their own, right?
His bid now as well. Tyreek, somebody who said he will retire at the end of this contract.
Are we thinking cap or are we thinking true on?
I think it's true.
Over the top left. Okay, so Jeff is going for that Tyreek Jamar stack, which I kind of love.
Kind of like that. I kind of like that. Now this is a short-term lookout, depending on the way the rest of his team goes. Oh, we're running up the prices now.
Yeah, Reek is going for a little something right now.
Interesting draft strategy by Zhang here. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, followed by Travis Etienne. Interesting setup.
Kind of thought I was going to get him there, low-key.
$30 for Devontae Adams. No, thank you.
Well, depending, so this is going over to our ooh, I really, I should not have let Kush Daddy get that. Ever look at Kush Daddy. They arguably have RB1, a top 5 wide receiver, and tight end 1 in the league. I think I might have
It's a win now. It's a win now. It's a win now. I think
I might have fucked up there, Everett.
It's a win now situation.
Oh, this is funny.
Early on the Aaron Rodgers, typically in the mock drafts, you see him going at the end of the draft.
Oh my goodness.
Many, many good players left on the board still.
Yep. All right, $22 for Aaron Rodgers. I think that's arguably the most ridiculous thing we've seen so far today.
Well. $50. You have $50 Christian McCaffrey, 51 for Austin Eckler. I think that's probably the most absurd thing we've seen yet.
I'm just saying the Jonathan Taylor pick now looks
that looks fantastic. That looks fantastic.
I'm not going to lie. I'm still not really happy I did that. I just looked at it value. I'm going to be honest. Right now, I'm looking to trade Jonathan Taylor. I don't actually want him.
This was this was the long play.
We'll see how I can build up the rest of this team. But
this was the long play.
Like right now, I have some flexibility. I can still go win now. I can still do it. But I can.
Now, remember how good Josh Jacobs was last year. He might hold out at the start of the season, too. He's on track to get a new contract. Are you willing to bid for somebody that's contract's about to get renewed at the running back position where so many teams just don't care?
Well, I would never bid on a Raiders player, Everett, so we'll start there first. But
I am awaiting comments from our Raiders fan in league who is going to be very disappointed by that comment you just made. $26. So $2 more. How do you feel? $2 more for Josh Jacobs than I paid for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, holy fucking what a pick.
Keep in mind, Isaiah Pacheco was $23.
I think Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna be phenomenal. The things I saw him do at Alabama were unbelievable.
Reoccurring Waterboy guest Chadwick Bailey in the comments of the live stream right now, throwing shade at you, Grant.
Oh, okay. Right now the laptop is very slow. I cannot say I can pull that up and read it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the fans really know that Grant actually is operating on a toaster for every episode.
Yep.
It is bad. It is very bad. And I am so unbelievably happy with Jahmyr Gibbs at $24 with Derrick Henry going for $23. That is amazing to me. I had Derrick Henry very low on my list. He was my 24th ranked running back for the Dynasty League.
Wow, I'm sitting here with the highest max. Did not quite realize that, but that's all right. Still waiting on my guys.
Well, I don't really think you'd want to utilize it on Derrick Henry.
No, I know. All right. Okay. We are really
taking our very sweet time with this pick here.
It's a nomination too. He's thinking over there. Gotta give him some respect.
Bryce Young. Okay.
For everyone watching, go whip out your phone right now. Check out the new TikTok we just posted. Just went live.
At Waterboy Pod, same handle as our YouTube. We post every day besides Monday, 8 p.m. Central on the dot. Great content.
Yeah. Huh.
Bryce Young goes for 27. I'm okay with Anthony Richardson going for $7 more. That is something that I am not opposed to.
I do think if we're talking about like a fantasy winning QB1 upside, Anthony Richardson is certainly more, more
long term,
enticing
100%
than Bryce.
Long term, 100%.
Like when I was doing my quarterback evaluations, when I was looking at Trevor Lawrence, the kind of the big thing that stuck out to me was he's 23. And
he's very young, yes.
The one thing that downside that I thought about though is the lack of rushing upside, where if I want him to be a top 5 quarterback in fantasy, he's got to put up crazy numbers, which he can do, but I don't see him doing that this year. Next year.
Interesting here. Mark Andrews, who is widely considered as the second best tight end in fantasy, is currently projected to go less than even Kyle Pitts.
I think dynasty wise, I would say Kyle Pitts is probably the best dynasty option. Just
for the long term, but also in comparison, Travis Kelce went for 37.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I'm
$19 for Mark Andrews. I think that's kind of a steal. Resident tight end hoarder, Mr. Cobb over here, with the tight end pick.
Yeah.
Last year, he did kind of have a chronic obsession with getting tight ends to try and monopolize the market. It did not work out overtly well for him. If you can snag Stephon Diggs here for anything less than about $30, I think that's a phenomenal pick. $24 for Stephon Diggs. I love that. I love that pick. That's a phenomenal pick.
Okay, we're back in win now. We are back in on win now.
Phenomenal pick. Ranch has clawed himself away from
back in the league. I am back.
Cliff of despair.
Sorry, audio. I apologize. Everybody. That was so bad on me. I am sorry. Wow. I'm happy.
Massive steal there. Now Drake London's one of these interesting guys because you don't know where you don't really know where the Falcons' offense is going to be.
You are correct. A lot of things are up in the air. We don't exactly know how things are going to be going. Yeah, there's no way this cheap. No way.
$24.
Actually, I'm gonna be out on. I'm gonna be out on him.
I am also out on it, but I think that is a very good price for Drake London. Sam's team's coming together really nicely. I really like that core he's got there with 3 wide receivers, and Justin Fields still has $34 left over. That is a phenomenal looking team for the future.
I like that start.
Garrett Wilson alone.
All right, shut up.
All right, I am out. I am out on that.
$21. Can you do some for me? Let's fucking go!
$21 for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Let's go! Oh my god.
Grant's favorite player coming out of the draft this year.
Oh my god. There's no way we just got that. Let's go. I literally would have paid up to $40 for him. I believe he will be a top 5 receiver in the NFL within 2 years. I think that's the steal of the draft. I'm even more happy with my Stephon Diggs pick. Oh my god, I am so fucking happy right now.
It's interesting. That could be the make or break for your team though. If you're confident in him.
No, I'm still in on this fucker too. I think Deshaun Watson is set for a really good season this year. Get a full offseason under the belt. One thing people don't really talk about when it comes to suspensions is you're not practicing with the team. So him actually getting to be around his teammates, hopefully he treats Elijah Moore really nicely, or else he'll request a trade. So there's a lot of things going on here.
20. This is very low for a quarterback that is going to produce probably very well this season in fantasy. I'd like to see this value get ran up a little bit more. Hopefully there's a bidding war here between Jeff and Mr. Cobb. $31, 32.
Now, I mean, I don't want to exactly reveal my draft strategy, but shit, if I could get Mac Jones on my team, I'd be so hyped. For like $5, I'd be like
33. Come on, bring it up one more. I am now perfectly fine with drafting Anthony Richardson at $34. That is perfect for me. I am 100% okay with that.
Everett. No, Everett. That was a boom right there.
That was very big for my confidence in this draft. Very big fan of that. Very big fan of that.
Let's get this guy. Money, 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 money. Someone says bad person for the Deshaun pick. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay.
I mean, this is very low. We're going back and forth. Very low price for Kenneth Walker right now. $17. 18. I feel like there's some players in here that, you know, you're either really in on or you're really out on, and that kind of makes the difference for how, you know, where they end up getting priced out at, because $17 doesn't really seem like that much for a starting running back in Kenneth Walker, but I think everybody's a little bit iffy on him. It's a great pick at $17 for Kenneth Walker.
Fuck. Damn.
Oh, coming in with the set at 20. Very big injury concerns.
Jeffrey really is chasing this Tua Tyreek stack here. He's
really big injury concerns here with Tua. I feel like, you know how running backs have the premium at handcuff, right? I feel like with Tua, there's a very big price on the premium backup in Mike White in Miami.
Yeah. I feel like that's what? That's a perspective. What about who's the guy who came in? Skylar Thompson. What about him?
He was a 7th round pick last year. I mean, it's Mike White. You're telling me that you wouldn't start Mike White?
I know. We're talking the Mike White upside. Trust me, I'm with you.
And I'm perfectly fine with this. More than I spent on Anthony Richardson. Right now, I'm liking my steal at $34 for Anthony Richardson. Only 2 super flex spots have been filled out so far. Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson. I'm very surprised right now. I have the 3rd most money left to bid with. 3 players have been selected as well for me. I'm liking this if you can get him here. 23.
22.
Good 22. That was a good pickup. It was a good pickup. I like that. All right, so let's toss some shade around here. Who's got the worst draft so far?
I have to pause you for a moment on that. Like, if running back man can get that turnaround, it'll be okay. But I'd say for right now, running back man, I'm scared.
Ned, Mr. Ned.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what could happen with running back man.
It's one way or the other. Either he's about to have to sell most of those running backs, or he's going to come through and pulverize the league. He does need a quarterback, though. This is a quarterback-dominant league, as it's a super flex.
True. You are correct.
So,
you got a point there.
One of your favorite guys, too, by the way, Geno Smith, coming off at $19.
Love him a lot. Was considering going for a little stack there, but I think the 3 Seahawks would be a little overkill. I think I'm done with Seahawks for the day.
A little bit of a delay here.
Interesting draft strategy.
Very interesting coming out.
Over from the Z show.
Yeah. Not a big fan of Dak myself. I know you're not a big fan of him either.
Yeah, this is out of my price range, over my max.
Wow, I now have the most amount of money. I'm liking that. I like that.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Coming in with Anthony Richardson, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Justin Jefferson with the most money left right now. I am loving the position that I am in. This is great.
What do you think about Han over here taking Rodgers and Geno? I didn't even quite
the triple. I think it was a mistake quarterback strategy. I do think that there will be people, let's say,
trading with him, perhaps, maybe me.
Let's say, me. Let's say me. If Anthony Richardson doesn't pan out, there'll be somebody like me who will be willing to pay a little bit to be able to get a quarterback like Geno Smith. I don't love the pick. I think, by the way, he is communicating with us. It was a bit of a mistake, but we'll see how things play out. I think that this is a very high price to pay for Devonta Smith. Starting bid, by the way, by an Eagles fan, and Kush over here in spot 12. You know who's one name left on the board that I'm interested to see who's still here? Cooper Kupp is still on the board.
Yeah, big name guy. If we're just talking redraft normal dynasty, you know what? Like, if healthy, he's going to probably be the #1 wide receiver in the NFL ever.
If healthy, correct, yeah.
If he does stay healthy, I do think he will be that, though. I think he'll get it quite easily. Who else gets the ball on that team? Tyler Higbee?
Van Jefferson's there, Cam Akers is there. But the interesting thing, saw this the other day, we'll probably save this for our episode coming out this next week. But apparently the Rams have been trying to trade Matthew Stafford this entire offseason.
Yeah, I heard that. That's kind of came as a bit of a surprise to me.
It's a little concerning, especially because obviously the whole, I'm pretty sure it was his UCL, the whole UCL issue this offseason, which is why he didn't play for most of last season. But, I this kind of worries me. Kind of worries me because I guess Stetson Bennett would be their quarterback, right? If Matthew Stafford can't play.
Yeah. Oh my, I don't know what Brian's going to be doing at the wide receiver position, but I am interested.
$13 and a prayer. $26.
Damn. I still think this is good, to be honest.
I still think this is kind of a steal. I think that if Ned managed to get Cooper Kupp here, his team would be formidable. That's a win now team. With Wynn getting him, I still think Wynn's got a pretty good team with Cooper Kupp here. It's just a matter of whether or not Cooper Kupp gets injured. $29, pretty good price, I would say, for Cooper Kupp. Coming off injury, he's also a little bit old. So dynasty-wise, not that great of a pick, but at least in the immediate future, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just blanked for a second looking deep into my draft room, a draft strat. So yeah, I was about to say this little gamer hasn't been on in a second.
Coming off an ACL injury. And with Jonathan Gannon as his head coach. How do we feel?
Yeah, the ACL really scares me. The upside is he's 25.
Definitely scary. I will give you that. $15. So here's
that might be the best pick in the draft. That might be
$14, but he might not be ready to start the year.
True. But hey, remember, we're talking playoffs here.
Also long term. I'm curious to see who ends up nominating Najee Harris, because I know nobody's a big fan of him.
Yeah, he's not been nominated like that. It's funny.
All right, Rohan, that is fair game. You are welcome to have him. I really don't really care whether or not I have Dameon Pierce, to be honest. Just kind of running up the price there. Oh, here we go. Najee Harris. I'll put a little bit offer on him. I'll put an offer on him. Okay, now that's too high. That is a little bit too rich for me. My window was $7 on Najee Harris. $16.
Just went for 15. Okay.
Now, I won't lie. Sam's team here looking very good.
All right, things are heating up here. Just at the hour mark. Checking in on the teams. No starting lineups filled yet. This might really take a while now that we are really in the.
We are into the thick of it, thick of things right now. Into the thick of it, as the
Coldridge,
as the backyardigans say. We have a comment from a special listener, a special guest in the YouTube comment section, asking what the Waterboys think of Mr. Cobb's team. What do we think?
Was that asked by Mr. Cobb? Who?
Non-specifics.
Okay.
Not specific.
Now, I like his receivers a lot. The Derrick Henry, I'm a little bit concerned of long term, but there's a little man that he could pick up that would solve any Derrick Henry problem. So we'll see if he gets him. If he does, I love it. Going double rookie quarterback here, Everett. Okay, just all rookies. I'm kind of noticing the trend here. All right,
I'll take that. Not ideal, but you know what? It's okay. I still have the biggest budget, or I guess I have the second biggest budget now, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I got 2 of my top 13 quarterbacks. Marginal room to grow. Little nervous that CJ Stroud is on the Texans, but I have massive faith in the head coach over there.
I have massive faith in the guy throwing the ball too.
All right, so what do we think about Mr. Cobb's team here? I'm not.
I like it if they can pick up that handcuff for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Derrick Henry's pick here. I think that whoever ends up getting the GOAT himself, Tyjae Spears, is gonna end up kind of winning that one. He's gonna end up usurping Derrick Henry at some point. So we'll see who gets that. If Mr. Cobb gets it, I would say it's a win on the night. If not, we'll see. I don't really love the setup here with Derrick Henry, but the rest of the picks I would say are pretty good. I just know that there will be an all-out war for Mr. Spears, backup running back, on the Titans, and that one's going to be an interesting bid to see at the end of the night. So, as we get a little bit deeper here, where's your mindset go? Are you more of a I have to wait? Oh, all right. Speak of the devil.
We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in right here. Our Waterboy Player of the Year currently up for auction. Now there is one man in this lobby who should be paying a little bit extra for Mr. Spears' services. We will see if Mr. Cobb does indeed do that. The way it's looking like right now, though, it's looking like you might be landing him. And you might be getting on the phone with Mr. COB pretty soon here.
This has to be a win pick for if Mr. Cobb does not get Tyjae here, it is a loss on the night. This is a very important
to a degree.
This is a very important pick here for Mr. Cobb. This is going to be an all-out brawl for this pick. I think this is
instantly upping.
This is a massive pick for Mr. Cobb. He has to get this done. He is close to maxing out Cush's budget here. Wow.
I might consider.
So now you come into the debate. Do you max out his budget, or do you take him because that is how you're going to end up winning the draft here? This is a make or break moment for both of them. If Cush bids is maxing his budget. Tyjae Spears, $19 on the night. Going to be very interesting to see where he goes. I love him. He's my boy. He's going to have a great career in Tennessee. So.
Oh.
That might have been the best bidding war we've had all night.
That was evil. No, that was just evil.
That was phenomenal. You know what? The more I think about the live stream and the way this is going, I feel very much more like a commentator watching this and commentating.
Yeah, now that it seems more like it seems like we have moved to the booth.
Yeah, we're a little bit we're up in the sky right now. We're on the sky cam.
Yeah, the way this looking right now, Debo. If Christian McCaffrey wasn't on the Niners, Everett, where do you think Debo's value would be in this league? Because I'd say
if Christian McCaffrey
he might be a top 15 pick.
Look, I'm Mel Kiper right now, right? If Christian McCaffrey was not on the 49ers, I think Debo Samuel's value goes up through the roof. I think obviously he's a wide receiver one there, but with the running back usage that he used to have, I think you get a lot more out of him. The issue now is injury concern. Christian McCaffrey there, and Brandon Ayuk is, taking up a lot of volume there now.
I was considering Danny Dimes there, but
all right.
I'd say it's a good get for Jeff there. I like that.
Let's see what we got here. I'm going to continue with the tight end wave.
Looking at the tight ends right now, Kittle going for 10. Now, obviously, he's had a lot of injury concerns there. Kelsey at 37, Pitts at 23, Hawk at 16, Andrews at 19. For me personally, I don't think I want to be spending much at tight end. Like at the end of the day, unless you get one of those top 3, top 4 tight ends, and really it's Travis Kelce we're talking about here, but the difference between like tight end 8 and tight end 15 is not that big.
I agree with that. It's if it's not become blatantly obvious at this point in the draft, I'm not really putting a precedent on tight ends right now.
I am more than happy walking away from this draft with my guy. I'm just walking away with Gerald Everett. Like if I got something like
there's a couple guys that I need to make sure I get here. I got still a decent amount of change left. Second biggest budget, which I'm a fan of. The issue now is we're getting into this region where, we're kind of in the mid tier of players.
Wait, real quick. If you are win Shib right now, you have a $5 max bid. You're just trying to bid the most expensive players you could possibly think of, correct?
Yeah, right now you're putting 5 down on whoever you're bidding on. That's the mindset I'm having.
Now, I mean, we don't want to be roasters over here, but taking a look over at Winship's team, like in a phenomenal world where Isaiah Pacheco can get some catches in that offense and like really take over, I mean, he could win the league. Like he really could.
No, yeah, that roster is built for next season. It is fully dependent on injury concerns with Cooper Kupp. Isaiah Pacheco is one of those players where
if Kupp stays healthy,
yeah,
I mean,
Isaiah Pacheco is one of those players where everybody thinks that if he going into this next season, he's going to have a great year. But
really good value here for this.
You have to keep in mind that Jerick McKinnon's there. Also, by the way, with Joe Mixon, still out on off the field issues right now.
I think it's actually really, really, really good value here.
$13, $12 for Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, I agree with that. I also
absolute steal.
I also, the issue with him is I don't know how long he's going to be around in that offense. It's the running backs are coming in and out of.
I'm really just looking at this from a 1-year perspective. Winning this year, like Ramondre, I mean, what a pick right there. That was.
I guess I have a little bit of a different mindset in that degree. So, how do we feel about George Pickens?
I'm not feeling George Pickens. I love George Pickens as a player and a prospect. It's just that offense. That offense concerns me. I think Pickens is like so sick just as a player. Like Pickens is very, very sick. But, it's the Steelers I'm concerned about when it comes to George
Yeah,
Pickens.
Matt Canada, I can't say has precedence for being a great coordinator. I'm just saying, Ned over here, $6 left, has George Pickens as his wide receiver 2 right now. I would be a little concerned.
A little Pickens Pickett stack. You know what? I see the upside there. I love it. Kenny Pickett MVP season.
Now, keep in mind, Allen Robinson has recently joined the Steelers. You also have Deontay Johnson there. Volumes and targets are going to be taken up. Pat Freiermuth.
There's no way he's going for $6. I was like, dude, what are we doing here?
I mean, injury concerns here with J.K. Dobbins. Now, I think if J.K. Dobbins stays healthy, Sam is projected to win the league this upcoming year. Justin Fields, J.K. Dobbins, Garrett, CD, and Drake London. That is a scary combination, and I am hoping he is not in my division. I cannot remember. I really like that.
Put up Jerry Jeudy, guys. Come on, do it. Put up Jerry Jeudy.
How do you feel about Javonte Williams at $11?
I really like that, actually, to be honest. I am just looking at your team though, and I do think though, Everett, got to get some receivers.
Oh, 100%. My draft strategy kind of flew out the window a little bit. My original strategy was priority wide receivers, get into the running backs later, but with running back values being so low, I just kind of was, you got to take advantage of some things when they come around, and that's just kind of what happened tonight.
I understand. Fair enough.
Still second biggest budget. Now I have the biggest budget with wide receivers still on the board.
Put him up. We all see him.
Jeudy already went.
No. You know who I'm looking at.
We really about to do this?
That's not fun.
Almost. Kirky for $9. I like that.
Now Pickett went for $8.
Yeah, the market's definitely a little off right now. Definitely a little off. Calvin Ridley. So keep in mind, Calvin Ridley being 28 years old right now, coming off suspension.
This is kind of an interesting thing, but I think Calvin Ridley was 21 years old when he was a freshman at Alabama.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a delay there.
Yeah, I could be wrong on that, but I think he was a little bit older when he started at Alabama.
He was, and when he got drafted, I think he came out his last possible year.
I probably should go after this for the stack, but I'm not going to.
$12 for Calvin Ridley. It's a pretty good get. Jeffrey trying to seal out his wide receiver core here. Keep in mind, by the way, for everybody watching, this is a 3 flex league on top of 3 wide receivers. So there will be some no-named players starting by the looks of it.
Depending on how this goes, I'm really, 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 really liking my spot right now.
I still think Sam has.
Oh, my God.
I still
we
think...
have Saints fans here. Oh yeah,
yeah. We have a couple Saints fans in.
Okay,
in
so this thing's gonna. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Run it up. Michael Thomas is not. He's washed up now. Double stack with Michael Thomas and Chris Olave here.
I mean, that's the best team in the fucking league right there. Are you kidding me? Mikey T and Olave, are you kidding me? The Ohio State Saints? The New Orleans Buckeyes? Are you kidding me?
We have received information and clarification on Calvin Ridley if you would like to share it.
You want me to share it? Okay,
yeah, you can share
it. From purse sources, due to an age restriction in Florida that does not allow players to take the field if they are over 19 years and 9 months old, Riley's senior season of high school consisted of just 3 games, but he managed to make enough of an impression to sign with Alabama for his college years. Calvin Ridley, I'll be honest, my earliest memory of Calvin Ridley, I forget who he scored this touchdown off, but he caught a streak against some SE team, and then he hit the ran off on the plug twice dance, if you remember. I mean, there's no way you remember that, Everett. No. But for some people listening right now, you might remember ran off on the plug, and Calvin Ridley, like, low-key put the world on to ran off on the plug. So just a quick little shout out.
Now, this is one of those guys where I'm not even paying $1 for you.
Well, oh yeah, I understand your outlook. But Everett, pretend you were a Chargers fan. Jordan Love just being a starter, and maybe he does start for like 2-3 years. That's good value here for your QB2.
For $4, yeah.
I think I kind of see a bit of a correlation whenever we start talking up a player mid-bid. Someone bids on them. I'm starting to see a little bit of a correlation here.
Yeah.
It took me a while to pick up on it.
Not a big fan of that one. We're gonna keep it going here. Darren Waller for $3. I think anything less than 10 is a steal here for Darren Waller. Basically going to be the focal point of the entire Giants offense.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing surrounding Darren Waller...
I was trying to get them to bid on it, but...
The main thing surrounding Darren Waller going into this year is, the wide old debate of him versus McDaniel back at the Raiders. So, like, Waller was getting married, like, I forget when exactly it was, maybe March. He was getting married, and he really wanted to be a private wedding. He did not want this to, like, get around, leaked or anything. He wanted to keep it under wraps. So, of course, God, I'm already blanking. Josh McDaniels, of course, like, posted on social media he's getting married and stuff, and then Waller was publicly like, "Fuck you, I hate you." Like, so, go Raiders.
Raiders Nation. Keenan Allen for $5. All right, Mr. Chargers fan, it's your time to shine.
To be honest, I really wanted Keenan, but I was kind of intending on putting up for draft later, so I could actually get him, but looks like we're not going to be getting him. That's okay.
Fun fact,
this is a name that if I were you, I'd consider taking a look there at Keenan.
Keenan Allen is not even on my top 50 player board.
Me neither, but if we're just talking win now, he's in my top 20.
officially almost an hour and a half in now. Where would we say we are in the draft? Is there's still everybody's benches to go?
This is probably gonna take a while if people keep their money. I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm intending on kind of keeping my money, so I might be that guy slowing down this whole thing. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. You and I both have the most amount of money left in the draft. Mr. Cobb's over here about to lose his pick. Quentin Johnston, your guy, I think your favorite player in the entirety of fantasy football.
Yep.
$6, $7. How do you feel now about getting Jackson Smith and Jigba for 21?
I'm fine with it because at the time, I would have lost him. So I'm
true. But in comparison to where other players have gone, how do you feel that value kind of sits out?
If I'm going to look at my three wide receivers compared to other receivers going at that time, I think I was cheaper than everyone except tied with Drake London. Yeah, it was cheaper than Jefferson, AJ Brown, Cup, Amon-Ra, Waddle, Garrett, CD, tied with Drake London. Cheaper than Higgins, Olave, Devontae, Smitty. No, I'm quite happy with my prices for the receivers, to be honest.
Now, Ryan here. Jared Judy, Keenan Allen, and
I hate to beat my
Johnson.
own meat, but hey, three receivers in that tier, and they were the three cheapest receivers of the tier. I'm taking a win there.
If you're Ryan, or are you saying for yourself?
For me, just my receivers. That's enough. That's enough of hyping myself up. Though we're done. We're done here. Real quick, just looking around. If there was a team that frightens me to death, our Lapada. Holy fuck.
Sam's team too, by the way.
Everett, look at it. Everett, look at it.
I am looking at it right now. I was just commenting on it with the three
Deontay Johnson and Keenan PPR cheese. Hopefully Arthur Smith shaves his stupid fucking beard and starts throwing the ball to Kyle Pitts. Our Lapada. I know. What a team. Oh my God.
Seriously,
love that. I really like Jeff's team. I really like Jeff's teams. Like the Kenneth Walker value is just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
I love Sam's team here too, by the way. Justin Fields, Dobbins, if he's healthy. Then you have CD, Garrett, and Drake London. It's phenomenal value on all three of those players too. 40, 36, and 24. I am in love with it.
Boom. Yeah, let's Everett, I haven't heard from you in a while, so let's get this going.
I mean, you know how to get things started. You know how to get the party started.
To get started something. Yeah, to get yeah. Oh, let's go. I'm shocked. You let me have that, Everett. Wow. I'm really, really surprised you let me have that.
I didn't want
pickings.
to.
You get your pickings now on the rest of the benches, but did not think you'd let me do that.
I really wanted to, but I just in the end, I just didn't think that it was worth it. Didn't think it was worth it. I need some other players. I need more players, especially at the wide receiver position. So $10 on that guy. It's not really ideal.
I'm just gonna check that. Is Trace McSorley available to bid? I just want to know if Yes, he is. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Okay. Just in case anyone wants a meme pick. Yeah, if we get 15 likes in the chat, I'll throw up Trace McSorley.
Let's get a donation in here too. Yeah.
Yeah, $5.
$5.
Yeah, Zhang's maxed out. He can't bid on this. I'm gonna let you take this.
I gotta stack it with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I like that. And you know what? I'm not sure what your thoughts exactly were, but Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson might be like I'm a little concerned about DK and JSN. I'm a little concerned about that. We'll see how things go. We'll see. You like how I cover the label when I drink? No free ads. I'm really good at that.
Russell Wilson. I'll put the real one.
You going dangerous?
Sean Payton's there. All right, now I'm good. I don't need him anymore.
I like dangerous.
I like him this year too. I think he's going to do great with Sean Payton. That's part of the reason why Javonte Williams I kind of liked it, because if he's healthy and Dalvin Cook was phenomenal after tearing his ACL. The only issue though is Javonte Williams, I'm pretty sure, is a third-year player now.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So this will be his third season. So, don't love it, don't hate it. I think it's a medium. It could pay off. It could be pretty bad. We'll see what happens. Now, there's one player I am really eyeing here. Actually, we'll see what happens with Terry. If Terry's going pretty cheap right now. He's a little bit older, but $6.
He's actually kind of sneaky old. I think he's 28 or 27.
He is 28 right now. Sam Howell's quarterback there. Little uncertainty.
Hey, if we're talking about 2021 way too early mock draft, Sam Howell was the #1 player on the
That
board.
is true. So that is true.
When you look at it from that perspective, it's kind of a home run quarterback to have.
I think he's going to be phenomenal, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to be great.
I agree.
Speaking of it, we could see him come on the board any minute now, actually. $4 for Williams. I would probably put us at about halfway through the draft right now. It's all a matter of when we get down to these $1 bids.
Realistically, yes. Yeah.
Still a lot of players left on the board. Now, you don't have your second quarterback yet.
Nope. Do not.
I foresee, we were talking about Mac Jones earlier. There's a couple quarterbacks here I can see you going for. Looks like Kush isn't even in the draft right now. Traylon Burks. I am okay on that one. We've got an auto bidder.
Yup. That's an interesting move for right now when it's going to start getting a little dicey on how they select these coming things. But
these selections, these late round selections will kind of make or break the
most.
team. these kind of matter the most, yeah, like you said.
In a way.
All right. Let's see who's still missing. Let's drive up.
There's one name I really want you to nominate right now. Oh, not the guy I was looking for.
$3. You need a quarterback right now. Are you not going to take him?
Nope. I'm going to take that. Ooh,
$5 still, 6. I'd be taking him for $5. That's a pretty good steal in my opinion.
I don't know why Brian got in a little bid fight with me there. He already has his quarterbacks filled. I don't know. Maybe
I think he's a little nervous. I mean, his quarterbacks. I mean, he needs a monopoly. Still a decent amount of good players left on the board.
There's one man I'm honed in on right now, and I pray he does not get nominated for like
what position?
Nope. No.
I have an idea of who it is, but I do really like your team right now, though. The DK Metcalf.
That's my dog. I love that.
I
think Derek Carr is actually going to be very nice on the Saints. Like, I don't need to shit talk him anymore because he's not on the Raiders. Like, I respect the hell out of Derek Carr.
DK Metcalf, you know,
according to us, top 10 receiver in the NFL. So.
Yes, according to us.
All I'm saying.
Now, what I would say is I like your team a lot. I am a little concerned about the double up there with DK and JSN, but...
Oh, I am too. No, trust me, I recognize that. I'm not so pumped on it.
The Jordan Addison pick for your bench too, by the way, I think that's phenomenal. That's
Flex.
A great steal.
He's starting.
That's what I meant. Also, by the way, Brandon Ayuk was one of those players where I think that it was
a great pick,
great value pick
right there.
As somebody that I've been hoping to get all draft, I was expecting to get him for a bit more. This is one of those other players.
Well, of course, Han, Everett. You know what we could do here. We have the money to spend it to up him. So. No, there's no way Han double crosses you, right?
There's no chance. There's no chance. Now, on the other hand, you could double cross me, but I will take him for $6. Wow.
I'll be honest. I'm not too high on him.
On Kadarius. Really?
No.
Why not?
The receiver room is just constantly rotating on the Chiefs. And
True.
I don't think Tony's a talent to come in. Well, first things, let's get this out of the way. No one can ever become Tyreek Hill 2.0 for the Chiefs. So let's get that out of the way first. Let's get that out of the way. At least in the near term future, if we're looking like next season, I'm not very hyped just because of Travis Kelce.
True.
And how much targets he's going to get. It's like a long-term project. Be honest, he's on my do not draft list.
$5 though, that's a pretty good get. Elijah Moore coming and taking some of the reps though. Now there is one player that I've been looking at for most of this draft, still has not gone. Interested to see when he comes up. Also, by the way, there are still a lot of good players left. that I did not expect to still be here this late. This is one of them. Now, how do you feel about Michael Pittman? Sorry, how do you feel about Cam Akers?
Oh, do not draft lists. I want people to spend their money.
For $4, though.
Oh, I'm good.
We're getting towards the end of the long part of the draft. I like the Aaron Jones. I like Aaron Jones a lot this year, especially with just so many unknowns on that offense. He's going to get probably a massive amount of carries. Now, if you can snag him for 5, I think that is a phenomenal pick.
Oh my God. Holy shit. The gods have blessed me today, Everett. The gods have blessed me. Oh my God. All right.
This was the guy that I've been waiting on. I think he's going to be great this year. I don't really know how he's going to be long term.
That is one thing I'm concerned about. But if you're in a win now position, I say pull the trigger. Because of what can happen this year with him being the bell cow back.
Yeah.
When it comes to these later picks,
I mean, look, I will take him for $6. I'll take him for $6. I like that given the fact that my running back position is kind of unknown. Now, there's a couple guys still left in here that I think are going to do really well.
I cannot believe I just got Goff and Aaron Jones for 10. All right. Okay.
Bargain deals. Bargain hunting. All right. So DeAndre Swift.
He's on my do not draft.
I'm not drafting him either. How much, like, where he's going to end up going to the Titans is what it seems like.
D-Hop?
Yeah.
How do we know that? What, has he just been floating that around, or?
They have extended the highest offers.
Okay. All right. Well, guess that makes sense.
He is my... I don't know if he's even on my draft board, actually. He's not a top 50 player on my board.
You, as of right now, are the only person to fill out their second flex spot. Everett, how does that make you feel?
Given the state of where things were earlier and given the players I've gotten, I actually feel pretty good about that. Being able to do that after getting Justin Jefferson and Jahmyr Gibbs and Anthony Richardson, I feel fantastic, actually. Let me ask you this. In your genuine opinion, how do you feel about my team right
now? For this first year, it's like if Javonte is healthy and AR-15 is good, you can win the league. The Tony, I'm a little concerned about. Madison, we just went over that. Stroud, I'm a little bit concerned about. But I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to finish as like RB4, RB5, especially in PPR leagues. Jahmyr Gibbs is very good at football. That's all I got to say. Very good at football.
I just think the upside on Kadarius Toney is so high, though, that it's one of those players where you should bid on them. And if you didn't, it would kind of be a crime. Maxing out Jeffrey with this bid. I like that. I like it. We are now down to 1, 2, 3 players at $1 left remaining bets. I personally, this is one of those do not draft players in my opinion. Quarterback.
If I'm going to be honest, Everett, I hope many people agree with you because I think he's also on my do not draft list, but for $2. For $2, Everett? Yeah. Give me Chris Godwin for $2, please.
I just think that with Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask there, you know, it is a little bit.
Garrett put up 1,100 with Mike White.
Mike White's a little bit different though.
You are correct. Mike White's a baller, so you got a point.
I like James Cook for $3. I like that. I like that. So now the big thing is I need to get my wide receiver room fixed up. Sam, too, by the way. Look at Sam. Look at Sam. $17 left.
I'm in love with my team. Oh, my God.
Look at Sam's team, though. With $17 left and all that already completed.
It's like very young. A lot of flyers. Jordan Love, Treylon Burks, Dobbins injury concerns, but I'm really biased. He has Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, CD, London. I love that guys core. So unbelievably
that core
much.
Is fantastic.
I love that team. And the fact that he's got $17 remaining makes me really jealous. Not going to lie.
It makes me very concerned about where, you know, this could end up because he could outbid all of us for great depth players.
Yeah,
and if you guys can't tell, there are obviously people talking about Sam who have done Dynasty before when we have not. So
I think it's pretty good, actually. $2 for him.
$2, I like that, but I wouldn't bid anything more for him. There is one player still on the board I am amazed has not been bidded on. Has not been auctioned out yet.
Kind of interested who you think that is, but
I'm not going to tell you. No, actually, you're not going to draft him, but I'm not going to tell you just in case other people in here are listening, even though it's on a delay. I don't need them running up the prices on me for my $4. Okay.
It's a man Chad really likes.
This is my handicap back, my handcuff back. I'm going to pass on it. I'm going to pass on it.
I'll be honest, it's not really much of a handcuff.
No, I don't think so either. Also, spending that when you don't have much money left, I think that spending that amount on a handcuff back for a veteran running back, where, by the way, we're replacing all these guys so quick. You know, he might not even be on a team come a season or two. And next year, he's probably not going to do anything. Ideally for me. $7 for Mike Evans.
He wants Mike Evans.
I am okay. Let's max out.
I'd rather have Godwin than Mike Evans.
I would too. I would too, especially in Dynasty formats. I agree with that.
Okay.
Now, Godwin seems to break his finger every year, though.
No, I know. No, trust me, I know. If anything, I'm really looking for him to stay healthy start of the year, drop 30 points week 3, and trade him. But don't listen, guys. Don't listen.
All right, let's see what Sam does here.
By far the most amount of money on the board. And you know what they say, Everett? The cardinal sin of auction drafts is not spending all your money. So we're going to see what Sam decides to do right now.
This is why I don't like Kenneth Walker, by the way, is because I think
Zach Charbonnet is going to steal a lot of his targets.
Yeah. Come on, Sam, get in there. Not ideal, in my opinion. Not ideal. No.
For the running backs I was looking for, I'm happy with that. And I'm fine with still having a $3 max left. With that.
I think there are some better running backs still left on the board.
I'm more looking for down the line. I don't really intend on Charbonnet starting for me with Aaron Jones and Taylor other than the bye week.
Now, also, by the way, this is one of the guys where I'm not super high on him because of Dawson Knox being there.
Yeah, this is another long-term play.
I agree with that. I also, you know, I in my opinion at this point, like, I'm not spending more than $1 on my tight end. I don't think that it's that big of a difference between everybody we got. So,
yeah, no, we went over this.
There's one tight end in specific that I would like to have ideally, but you know, it's not the end of the world if I don't end up getting him.
Look at all those pass buttons go up for Mikey Dubs.
$1 for Mike Williams.
And Jeffrey is on max 1, so he cannot get.
This would be a dream bid right here for $1 for Mike Williams. If he stays healthy, that is a game-changing wide receiver. If he's healthy. Oh, with the snipe. Now, if Ned takes this, I actually highly do not like his team at all. With Austin and Mike Williams, this is a disaster. What's not Glenny Bowles? What's his name? Disaster class on the subway system over there, by one of the Barstool employees.
Oh, Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, that is what's occurring right now for Ned. Yeah, it's a catastrophe over in Ned's territory here. This is a disaster class draft. This is one where the Vikings are laughing at the Eagles for drafting Jalen Reagor is what's really going on right now. Yeah. I do like Jeffrey's draft. Jeffrey's got a pretty good draft, I think, if Tua stays healthy.
Yeah, I love the Tua Tyreek stack. Like, if they have 2 touchdowns, he wins the week. You know?
No, I mean, yeah, it's the combo. With Kyler Murray being out, Clayton Tune's taking up the backup role there. I don't know how I feel about Marquise Brown. I've never been high on him, at least not in fantasy. So, but my fantasy breakout player prospect of the year from last season is still on the board in case you want him, in Rashad Bateman. Just real quick, do you remember who your 5th pick was?
Last year?
No, this year in the current draft.
No idea.
Because he's going to tear his ACL, unfortunately.
Ooh, I think it might have actually been Jackson Smith and Jigba. Or, it might have been... It was either him or DK. It wasn't Jordan Addison.
Well, if it's one of those...
Jordan Addison.
If it's either JSN or DK, that's arguably... I mean, it sucks for you either way, and it sucks for them, but it'll get you more volume. $2 for Jahan Dotson.
Steal.
That is a steal. I still think the steal of the night, steal earlier of the night. Who was it?
I don't know who you're thinking about. There's been a healthy amount of steals.
There's been a healthy amount of steals. I know. But I mean, Garrett Wilson for 40 is a steal. Josh Jacobs at 26. So Ned is now stacking running backs. He has 4.
Kind of down with the strat there.
If Dalvin Cook signs with I mean, this is why Devin Achani, whatever, hasn't been drafted yet, is because we don't know if Dalvin Cook's going there. But if Dalvin Cook ends up on a good team, you know, that could be a good strategy. His wide receivers and quarterbacks just suck, though.
I mean, the guy, yeah, I think Achane's actually going to be extremely good in the Dolphins offense, assuming Dalvin doesn't go there. But if Dalvin does go there, Devon Achane, you can go fuck off and gig him wherever Texas A&M is at, because you're literally going to do jack shit next year. So yeah, it really comes down to Dalvin Cook if he wants to go to Miami or not.
I will take David Njoku. Oh,
will you?
No, I will not. No, I will not. You have fun with him.
Yeah, you've been hyping him up a lot. I bought into your hype.
I think he's going to be fantastic. I think he's going to be great.
I've fully bought into you. I'm the first person to get my lineup filled.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Now I am nominating based on what teams need. Tight ends. Sorry, Everett. I will be nominating that next.
I don't care as long as you don't nominate one guy that I am very high on.
Chad still needs his flexes. Ned, is that short for something? Could it possibly be Nathaniel, even though I know that's not short?
I mean, we call him Nedjalon, but
interesting. That's not what I would have thought of immediately, not gonna lie. But okay. Pick of the draft. Holy shit.
Odell for
wide receiver 3. Pick of the draft.
I mean, look, he doesn't have a knee right now, though, which is the issue.
True. Good point. Good point.
It's a little concerning. About that it's a little concerning.
Yeah, no, a little bit for sure. Yeah.
Still a lot of draft to go, all dependent on whether or not Sam decides to start passing when he doesn't want to play, or decides to use up all of his money. So let's get everybody passing here.
Oh, yeah. We might get a little war here. Chad
I don't know.
And Sam have the money to get in a little war, and they'd still have money over everyone else.
So now keep in mind, by the way, Chad does not have a running back 2.
No.
At least not a starter running back 2.
Well, talent-wise, he is the best running back.
Talent-wise, he has RB1, but
yes.
But
yeah, good point. That's a good point you bring up. Everett.
Chad does need a running back, and this is where we get into the points where you want these players badly, but somebody like Sam can come in, swoop in, and steal them from you, or other players can run it up on you just because they know that it's a premium position for yourself.
There's a couple flex options that definitely think are still very, very nice, and I'd be.
Oh, I see. There's one player that I'm very high on right now. I'm really hoping you might. Well, no, you won't go after him, but I know other people might be.
Oh, Sam Blumpkin, you motherfucker!
I think Dalvin Cook's gonna sign. I think Dalvin Cook's going to end up signing.
It's just the thought of what if not.
Yeah, no, the what if is clearly a very, very interesting prospect.
Hey, the great Jersey Jerry once said, "Freiermuth's always open."
He is always open, but I'm not going to be bidding my whole.
How the hell has Trey Lance not gotten taken off the board yet? The hell's going on?
Because he's not playing.
That's just a hater mentality from you. Trey Lance is a baller.
I don't know.
Greatest quarterback prospect out of North Dakota State, that's for sure.
Over Carson Wentz, perennial MVP candidate.
I mean, arguably one of the worst people ever. After I found out that Carson Wentz was actually actively rooting against the Eagles to lose in the playoffs after he got hurt with Nick Foles, like,
yeah,
he was literally rooting against them. I've never heard of that.
Interesting. By the way, we have many Saints fans left. Alvin Kamara still on the board. So is Kendre Miller. Kendre, who was taken before Tajay, by the way, and that will end up being a Rieger before Justin Jefferson kind of pick. But here we go with Kamara. Doesn't seem like anybody really wants him. But Shad might be coming in for the steal. He had passed on and then turned it off. Will he be willing to scoop in for $2?
In-depth tracking over here at
Ned with the 5 running back strat. Will Chad come in for the last second kill? No, he will not. All right, 5 running back strat at a Ned Murphy, who ends up probably going to make a trade with Chad in the moments following the draft.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No,
I'm expecting a first-round pick to be traded by a week's end at this point.
And our very own Trey Lance. Trey Lance, if he was healthy, and let's say he was playing for the 49ers, and let's just, buy into all that pre-draft hype. Let's just say that he's at a solid 64% completion percentage, putting up like 3,500 passing, 600 rushing a year. Niners favorite in the NFC.
I mean, Niners. I think Niners are a favorite.
If they just had that quarterback position down with a dual threat guy specifically, is that all they need?
I don't think that's all. I don't think that's all they need at all.
I think it might be.
I think that, I think that even Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold, I think, can be the quarterbacks of the future there. I think Brock Purdy.
Real quick, Everett, sorry to cut you off, but thank you for bidding on Tyler Lockett, because I almost did it, and then I would have had him, JSN, and DK no go.
Somebody's getting shipped.
Thank you.
Somebody would be getting shipped.
Yeah.
Now he was the guy that I was hoping to get because, Kadarius Toney doesn't work out. I like having Tyler Lockett there as my backup, kind of like wall stopper.
Michael Mayer, the Slayer. Sam's kind of got an interesting strategy over here, taking Kincaid and Michael Mayer, going with both of the
and Pat Freiermuth. By the way,
all he needs is Sam Laporta
too.
Yes. As if he gets Laporta, he is pretty close to assembling the Infinity Stones gauntlet of tight ends. So let's see if he can do that.
All right.
He cannot.
Sam down to $10. Not ideal for the rest of the league. Things are scary. I'll be very happy with this if it works out.
Sam motherfucking Blumpkin, dude, every single time. You know what? I respect the strategy that he pulled off. Just waiting. He gets every single one of these players. He gets every single one that we're about to nominate. He gets every one.
Yeah. I mean, with the $7, I mean, you're risking maxing out your bid essentially to fight with him, and he will probably make you max it out and then not bid on it. So still a lot of good players left. Getting into the nitty-gritty here. Everybody's essentially filled out their whole roster. Wynn still did not have a second quarterback. Little scary given who is left on the board.
Backup quarterbacks are going kind of too. So
yeah. That's a little worrisome from Wynn's team. I think that's one that's looking like a long-term rebuild.
That pick was even more important with Aaron Jones on my team, so I needed that.
Let's have a live react from you real quick.
Yep. All right. Okay. All right.
They in no way copy this from your wide receivers list ranking in college. This is an ESPN ranking of college wide receivers going into next season.
When did it come out?
Today. This is from 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So, I'll give you 10-1. This is a live react of the content we post on our TikTok every day at Waterboy Pod. Okay, here we go. Malachi Corley, Zachary Franklin, Jalen McMillan, Malik Neighbors, Johnny Wilson, Xavier Worthy, Dorian Singer, Romo Dunze, Emeka Egbuka, and Marv.
Yeah, like relatively similar to mine.
Relatively, yeah, okay. I agree. But they kind of left out a couple of guys he had. And still left out some guys.
It's kind of a nice pick for Chad there. Rashad Penny for $1.
For RB2. Really the issue is he is an RB2 right now.
Well, and they have, I mean, if you're talking about just depth, running back room, the Eagles, who they have right now, it's ridiculous. You have Swift, you have Penny, you have Boston Scott, you have Kenneth Gainwell. Like,
oh, don't forget Jalen Hurts, but
good call, Everett. Good call. I hope you get pressed by just a pack of all those fans.
By Kush, who's the Eagles fan. No, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. But if we're gonna make jokes about Justin Fields, I have to, I have to make the jokes. $1 pickup. Sam going to swoop in last second or just making us waste our time. Looks like he was just making us waste our time. Nice. Not passing.
Yeah, it's all up to him right now, Sam. You're the one who determines the speed of this draft. So
just really taking your sweet time here. All we need is Ryan and Chad to pass if they don't want him. All that is needed. Ryan has passed. We're gonna need Sam to pass here if we're gonna make this go quickly. I think he's just really trying to wear out the competition. Patience is dwindling for most of the league, it seems. We have been doing this for now over 2 hours. This is double the amount of time that our normal episodes are. So we'll see what the retention time is on this. I doubt it's going to be very high, but we have faith. Not high on Roschon Johnson. Really not high on Roschon.
Thank you for the input.
Trust me, I got you.
Respectfully, I disagree to a degree. Part of my selections right now in nominations is I'm kind of thinking of guys that Sam Blumkin wouldn't like.
You're just trying to agree. You're just trying to make sure he doesn't.
It's in the back of my mind. Still thinking about it. So
What do you think is the likelihood Sam takes another tight end? What's the likelihood on that?
Say that one more time.
What's the likelihood Sam would bid on another tight end?
Pretty high. Canada just got a penalty kick in the 90th minute. We scored in the 88th minute 3 minutes ago to go up in the Gold Cup, CONCACAF Gold Cup, Everett.
I was going to get Dalton Schultz, but well. Hey, 3 minutes. I mean, is it you said 3 minutes to go or 3 minutes ago?
3 minutes ago, we scored to go up 1-0. We just gave up a penalty to Canada.
So now we are tied.
Well, we'll see. Penalty hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. How much time? Where are we at?
90th minute.
Oh, so it's...
Yeah, no, this is for the game.
All right.
Apparently, Wemby dropped 27 tonight. I don't know about you guys, but he's a fraud. He's not that good.
No.
I just want to say it's really embarrassing on ESPN's half that they did not show his field goal stats on his first game, but they showed every other of the top picks, and he went, I think, like 3 for 14, and they didn't put that up. I mean, come on, guys, come on.
We're getting close to starting to fly through this year. We're so close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at $1. I'm literally just hanging out right now.
Just chilling. We're just chilling. We're almost there. Kush has finally come back.
That's amazing.
Oh, and he left again.
Canada scored.
Well, how much added time do we have? Is there?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't have the game up. If I were to guess, I would say like 9 minutes.
All right, hold on. Somebody's about to do me dirty.
Sam.
Score one for the good guys.
Oh yeah, that's a dub right there. That's a big time dub.
I like that pickup. It's a loner, but it's okay. That's all right.
You know, I'm not trying to call out names or anything, but I have noticed that Winship consistently takes the longest time to nominate a player. Have you picked up on that too, or is that just me? Very conveniently, the second I say that, the nomination goes in.
Well, there's a little bit of a delay on the stream, so let's clarify that. But yes. I would just also like to
pass or what, Everett? You want to keep fucking sitting here? You're gonna pass?
I didn't realize it was on me.
Oh my god.
I would also just like to state that Win has not completed his starting lineup yet.
Oh, that's
I don't know who he spent the most money on, but that's a little.
AJ Brown was the fattest overpay.
It was Isaiah Pacheco, 23.
Oh, that as well. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I think who can bid on him? I don't think there's anybody. Oh, it's Sam who still won't pass. There we go.
Now, Florida man, let's see what he does here. Does he go with the Kyle Trask? Let's find out.
What Florida players are left? The big name Florida players.
I'm just gonna scroll through Trask. Samaje Perine's little brother, LaMichael Perine, went there.
That might be a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
I'm not seeing many Florida boys here.
If I'm Win, this is a super flex league, and I'm still missing my quarterback too. How do we feel here with the best quarterback that you could get right now being Matthew Stafford?
I mean, just looking at his team, I really like that's a guy where I'm like, dude, I actually feel bad for him right now. Like,
yeah, it's
I mean, I don't think we could punish him for tanking. Like that team is
that's I think that's not intentional, unless it was the long-term play here was to go after Caleb next year and you just were tanking in the draft.
I mean, it's potentially. I'm not sure why they'd go with Cup though, if that was the strategy. But hey,
you trade him, you get a first overall pick for a contender.
All right.
I'm liking my team a lot right now. Sam's almost done with his draft. I think he's just trying to wrap it up now as fast as possible.
Anybody? Khalil Herbert? Anybody?
Pretty
good, right, guys? Pretty good, right?
May I interest
worth
you,
$2.
Sam, and
worth $2, right?
My issue now is I need Sam to bid. I need him to get his max bid down a little bit. I don't need him competing with me for a couple players here. There are two guys.
Don't forget our Lapata. Don't forget Belly over there. Don't forget him.
Well, he's $1 higher than me. I'm not overly concerned about that. But there are a couple guys now I really want, and
it's the guys you pay attention to the least that screw you over the hardest.
All right. We'll have to when we're feeling this draft is over, do we want to do a little ranking of all the teams before we end up finishing the live stream?
Yeah, we could do that. We could, kind of do like a 2-part where we could talk about just Dynasty thought process long term, and then one just next season.
Okay.
Who's winning 2023?
That works for me. Malik Willis has apparently been outplaying Will Levis in training camp, but is still likely to be cut.
Surprising.
Not a big fan of Elijah Moore. Cortland Sutton. Me neither. Cortland Sutton this late though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Wasn't it Elijah Moore who was like, this Garrett Wilson kid sucks? Like, I'm better than him. I should get the ball more, right?
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Okay. He's the one that threw the tantrum.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson's already better than you'll ever dream of being in your NFL career. So
Jonathan Mingo, I love that. I think he's going to be a great player, but for the future,
the Dodgers draft high schooler out of Texas, Kendall George, with the 36th pick.
Okay. What position?
Outfield.
Just general outfield?
They just have him listed outfield.
Malik Davis. Have you ever heard of Malik Davis?
Dude, you don't know this guy?
He is the third string running back.
You don't know the Cowboys' third string running back? Dude, I know every player on the Cowboys. It's America's team. I hate Jalen Hyatt.
He's apparently practicing with the third
not team as a player, but as a person.
He's with the third stringers right now, so I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Tennessee fans were quite annoying, saying that he's better than Marv. Did he? Like, I'm going to be honest, if it comes to Biletnikoff, I do think that should truly just come down to stats. So, like, I'm fine Hyatt getting the Biletnikoff, but, like, I truly believe 80% of the Tennessee fan base, dead serious, believes Jalen Hyatt is just a better wide receiver than Marv.
That's a toughie.
I would say 80% of the Tennessee fan base believes it. Well, Everett, Sam Blumkin has almost essentially has.
Oh.
Ooh, I was gonna say he was gonna commit the cardinal sin. He's got 4 max and 3 slots remaining, but
that is unfortunate. That I'm not happy about that. When still going the no quarterback strategy here, A text message might need to be sent to the group chat and ask if Wynn is actually tanking right now or not.
Yeah, that is very potential. Darnell Washington is currently his flex. That might be the funniest sentence I've ever said in my life. Darnell Washington is a flex in this league. That is correct. Oh, I love P. Ryan this year. This is a guy, I'm taking him in almost every single of my redrafts in like round 9, 10, 11. I think P. Ryan is going to command a lot of catches from Javonte Williams for the Broncos.
Well, you don't think that Javonte Williams is gonna be the primary pass catcher?
No, yeah, but like P. Ryan is a better pass catcher. Like he's going to get
interesting. I more thought I think of him as a power back.
Exactly. You would think the opposite, but no. And are you saying that because he's a little fat?
No, I'm just saying that's what he's
good. I mean, that's why I assumed he wouldn't be good at catching because he is a little fat.
I just assumed it because on the Bengals, he was just kind of always used on the goal line, from what I remember.
Oh, thank God.
Who are you trying to get?
He's gonna take my guy.
It doesn't matter at this point. Like who are you trying to get?
I'm targeting a tight end right now, but I want to wait a little bit. I want you and Sam to spend a little bit of your money.
I'm not trying to get a tight end right now, so. You have fun with Marvin.
Oh, you have a history with Marvin Mims.
Update from Wynn. He is aware he needs a quarterback. He's just very sad right now with his team.
Understandable. I get it. It happens. I'm very hyped on that Mims pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Shoemaker.
This guy sucks. Overrated garbage. Ugh. What's up, Jeff? All right. Yep. Okay. Michigan guy, by the way, Everett. Michigan guy.
Michigan guy, yeah. Yeah.
Did you not pass there, Everett?
I was preoccupied. I was preoccupied. That was on me. Right. I'll put a finger up.
I just want to shout this out to the rest of the league. I believe it was Everett that texted the group chat. Let me find out how long ago he texted the group chat about passing. Let me get it.
Yeah. I'll put a finger up. That one's on me. Me, guys.
Quote from Everett: "Pass if you don't want a player, so it'll go faster."
That one's on
Everett,
me.
What do you think? Do you think that you should be passing a little more?
Probably.
Okay. All right. It's good. It's good that we had this talk.
Yeah, I feel like Zach Wilson right now. All right. Wynn still needs a quarterback. Chad is now on auto pick.
Respectable. That was a Blumpkin guy all along. Who would have thought?
Love Brock. Think he's going to be great.
I love this pick. And it's an auto pick too. So I can't even give the guy credit for it really, but yeah.
So I don't know too much about this guy. Do you know anything about him?
He's out of Maryland, little Big Ten product.
Is he a rookie?
Second year.
Oh, okay. I am happy with that. Going with very unknown players at the quarterback position here. It's a little risky. Oh boy. This is a tough night. This has been a tough night for Wynn's draft room. for team morale. Matthew Stafford, quarterback 2. Yikes. Now, if you were trying to draft a backup quarterback right now, would you go after Stetson Bennett?
No. I think he's 26.
Yeah, but considering that it's the prospect of him actually playing, considering that
No, he's on the do not draft list.
I honestly think there's a good chance that Matthew Stafford might just be done. I don't know if he'll play.
I think so actually as well. I don't think that's the craziest thing to say. Yeah, might almost be done for him, to be honest.
Almost done here. Still a couple more. Me and Sam and Ryan, only people with $3 left. It's on us to pass.
But the whole world
depends how long Rohan takes here.
Actually, it's fine at this point. You know.
This is a warning message just to everybody who's doing auction drafts in Dynasty mode. Wynn has reportedly said that he had no idea what he was doing, and that is why his team is the way he is. It is. Don't know where league rules fall under with that one, but
yeah, I mean, Mr. Kamish, what do you think?
I think incoherence is a little bit different than intentionally tanking, but there might be an investigation. We will be looking into it.
Okay. If I'm gonna be honest, I do think like even if they were tanking, like they are not in the most ideal spot. So you know what? Like we'll see what happens. Love that pick.
I was gonna go after him.
Love that pick.
I was gonna go after him. All right, are we gonna max out here?
Did you do it?
No, I passed.
Oh, okay.
Sam didn't pass. Love Greg Dulcich, though. I think that's a great pick. Do not like him.
I understand. Sam Blumkin, he's definitely going to pick him. I know he is.
Unless he's just really taking his time here. It's down to his last 2 spots.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh. Disgusting.
I kind of like it.
You like it?
Yeah, bro. A little Levis action.
I think just the quarterback room there is so unpredictable. For a wide receiver 1 on the Texans, it's a pretty good deal there.
Nico Collins will be taking that job over pretty soon, but yeah.
Yes, he will be.
You know, I love that though. Just CJ and Robbie Woods, love me that.
Alrighty. Now here's the thing. Tyler Algier is still on the board here. You would
like that pick.
You would think that if you had Brian Robinson, it would be very important to you to get Tyler Algier. Sorry, Bijan Robinson. It'd be very important you get Tyler Algier.
For the owner of Brian Robinson,
you need Antonio Gibson.
I hope you spent a good amount of money on your receivers and quarterbacks.
Who has Brian Robinson?
Let's take a gander.
Let's take a little look-see here. It is Mr. Cobb.
Our very own.
All right, Sam is officially out of money. It is just me with money left.
Nice, Everett. So now I know who to blame when it's going slow. Good.
Alrighty, here we go. This is it. This is where we go fast. This is where we're going fast now, or I thought. I hear the sigh over there.
Yep. You heard it.
I didn't realize I still had $2 left. I got one shot to outbid somebody if I want a player. That's fantastic.
Fuck. That was a good pick. That was a really good pick there.
Okay. All right, now we're in the thick of it. Really in the thick of it. This is where we're gonna start flying.
You got to stop saying that. You're jinxing it. Every time you say we're going to start flying, everyone takes the full 60 seconds. Stop talking, Everett. Do not say that.
I'll try to stop. I'll try. That's on me. Where are we at in the soccer match right now?
Full time. They scored 1-1. Don't think it goes to extra time.
So. We don't have extras?
I guess not. I thought it was a cup final.
I did too.
Probably.
Yeah, I really need to stop talking
on that, but yeah.
I really need to stop talking.
Nice. Look, you say that, we're gonna start flying by. Full 60-second cycle. An entire 60 seconds went by. No, we are not.
Yeah, my fault. Marvin Jones is back in Detroit? Did not know that. And we are officially one man down. Completed the draft. Mr. Sam.
Enjoy. You can go leave.
You are free officially. Now the phone calls start being made for trades. How many spots we got left? 1, 2, 3, 5 spots. I got 5 rounds left of me. And unfortunately, you and I will still be sitting here for at least a little bit. I like the Sky Moore pick. Kind of goes against my Kadarius Toney pick. It's one or the other gonna succeed. I just like to. I'm just
looking at the rest of the people available right now on the board, and
I just like to choose the wide receiver that doesn't have a number in the 20s.
Is Sky Moore in the 20s?
Yeah, he wears 24.
Oh. Ugh, yuck. No. That's not the thing. I didn't even know. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you can wear whatever now. But
yeah, interesting pick here. I still like Sam Darnold on the table.
As of right now, I am intending on starting a receiver at Superflex when my quarterback is on bye week. That's how it's looking right now.
Starting a what now?
A
wide receiver at Superflex?
Yeah, that's how it's looking right now. I'm pretty stupid. There's one guy I should have probably taken last time, but I didn't.
At quarterback?
Yeah. Oh well.
Really, I mean, Jameis.
No, that's definitely not the guy. That was a joke. I love Jameis.
No, I know.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot, actually. Jarek. Like the Tank Dell pick. It's unfortunate for me. I mean, I know you're looking at Tom Brady just in case he comes out of retirement.
Oh, I'll be honest, I did not even consider that. Like that, it's honestly not the worst thing I've heard in my life for the very last.
No, it's not. It's not terrible.
Well, maybe at this point in the season, if
it is pretty bad, yet, but I mean, it's not like it's like 99% out of the question, but it's not fully out of the question.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Every single fucking time. Full 60 seconds. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, maybe the nomination time should have been smaller, but I will be honest, it's kind of to a degree if you're. All right, I'm running the bathroom real quick. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to, Everett.
It's unfortunate for me. Oh. Rather unfortunate.
There is extra time. There is extra time for this USA Canada final. So that's my apologies. The first extra time half is done.
Oh, I know exactly who you want to draft.
Just say his name.
It's a wide receiver.
No.
Oh.
I told you, it's a quarterback.
Oh. That's on me. That's on me.
And you take one peep at my quarterbacks, you might have a hint who it is, but...
Who we got here? T-Law, Goff. Oh. Hendon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him.
I don't think that's a long-term play there.
Hey, we're in a long-term league.
True, very true. Fully messed up my last pick. Oh my god.
Oh, the Higgs.
I really miffed my last pick. That is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, this is the pick that everybody says take.
Jelani Woods.
Yeah.
All over TikTok.
Yep.
I would thought you were going to go Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Ooh, I like the DPJ. I already got Cedric Tillman, though. I wasn't going to get more Cleveland guys.
Yeah.
I'll let Jeffrey have the Michigan legend himself, DPJ. 5-star recruit, by the way. Everett, do you know which round he went in the draft, though, for a 5-star recruit out of Michigan?
5th round, right?
Round 6. Round 6 for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah. Yuck.
Josh Palmer, not your favorite?
Just one of the worst players I've ever seen play football in my life. All of his stats, those are Justin Herbert stats. Like his catch rate and stuff, those are Herbert stats. I like that.
All right. Yeah. Now we're just kind of wrapping
my favorite
up
players on the team last year.
I know. Like, now we're just kind of
very important player.
Wrapping up here. Especially if Allen and Mike Williams get hurt, I'm a big fan of that.
Everett, I want you to tell me, what do you think of this pick that I just made?
If he gets signed with the team, it's great, but I really don't know how it's going to go.
We'll see. I'll take a flyer on that one. I'll take a flyer on that.
All right, you got one player left. I've got two.
Love me some Fant.
It's an interesting strategy.
I didn't know Mariota was the Philly backup, but I feel like you have said that to me multiple times in the past couple of weeks. So
it's an interesting strategy with auto draft by Kush here to fill out the bench of his players for the future.
Yeah, that's certainly interesting. You know, that's all right. That's all right. To each their own. Everyone's got their own strats.
Yeah, we're patience is dwindling. The confidence is we're just kind of worn down a little bit here.
Yeah, I want it on record that I will be starting a wide receiver at Superflex, Everett. You can't call me out for tanking. I do not have the players to put a quarterback there.
Yeah, you really don't. You went full depth mode.
Yep.
But hey, you and I can get on the phone. I can give you one of my two backup quarterbacks here and orchestrate a little trade.
Yeah. You want the Chicago running backs?
Might make a...
You get to have Chicago's running team.
Might be interested in Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I'll give you Jordan Addison for a QB3. Sounds good.
Dumbo. Whoa. Yeah, a potential top QB3.
I'll give you Jay Addison if you get that quarterback in first.
I mean...
Oh, Canada just scored. Oh no. Oh, they just scored on us. We just beat Canada bad too. Recently.
Who scored the goal?
I don't know. Schaffelberg? I've never heard of him.
I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him. Canadian guy, never heard of him.
All right,
who
should I get with my last pick?
Yes, Davies and David.
Your last pick coming up here too. This is so bad.
I told you what I'm picking.
When is gonna be
taking Hendon.
Wynn is going to be bidding by himself at the end of this because how far back he is.
Damn, I wish DTR went to a different team. I
thought he was going to go to Minnesota. I thought he was going to go to Minnesota.
DTR, bro, I love him so much. I'll be honest, it was my freshman year. It was UCLA at USC in the Coliseum, or sophomore year. UCLA at USC. DTR scores a walk-in touchdown in the end zone, and a USC fan goes up to DTR, asks him to sign his hat, and DTR pulls out a Sharpie and signs a USC fan.
I saw that. Yeah.
For his cell. That was the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, damn, DTR, I can't even hate. That was so sick. I'm done, by the way. I'm drafted out, so now I can give full-on opinions. I want to start off by saying this to the rest of the league. I cannot believe I got Jackson Smith-Njigba and Jordan Addison for $30. I would have paid 30 for both. I would have paid 60 to have both of them on my team to get the wide receiver slot filled out for the future. In terms of this year, though, I think Jordan Addison can finish as a top 30 receiver in fantasy this year. JSN, I think numbers-wise, he probably won't be, but end of the year, I can definitely see him taking over Lockett completely. And the end of the year, he can help you pick up some playoff wins. For the most part, in like just a year one outlook, I'm not that high on any of the rookie receivers other than Jordan Addison.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Just overall, just for redraft leagues, I'm not that interested in JSN. Like, I mean, he'd be sick to have, but Everett, what are you thinking for this last position group here? Thinking you got 4 quarterbacks, got 2 tight ends right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running backs and 7 receivers.
Probably going wide receiver
all around.
here.
What do you think? Yeah,
probably gonna go wide receiver here.
Pretty balanced all around. In terms of my remaining players on my draft board right now, not very bright. Right now, it's just running backs on my list. Hunter Renfrow still on the board. But kind of lost his spot.
So here's my question. I'm between Van Jefferson and Khalil Shakir, which I've heard lots of stuff from Bills fans saying that they think that Shakir is going to be very good this year.
I don't have too much input on this overall subject as a whole, but
Van Jefferson.
Of the receivers that I'm looking at that I like the most, Parker Washington. I love Parker Washington. He was so good at Penn State. It comes down to if he can break into that lineup. If he can, oh man, Parker Washington's a baller. I'm a big fan. But
all right, now that we're both completed our drafts,
now we can just like review. We can essentially wrap down a little bit here. Yeah, so Jeffrey, when he was kind of planning a little bit with me, he was telling me, I don't want to get to a stage where I don't even know the people that I'm drafting. I definitely can see Jeff being in that exact scenario in a couple of minutes here. There might be a couple names that you've never heard in your life, Jeff, if you are listening right now. So I'm kind of excited for you here.
Excited to see where the picks go. If it's me, I think that Wynn is in desperate territory here, filling out the last bit of his bench, 6 spots on his bench with very, very unknown players, like second, third strings right now.
Yeah, just a bunch of random guys all around, but we'll see what happens.
I don't really know how I would feel about that. Now it looks like Ned's strategy, he started with all the running backs. He's now basically gone strictly wide receivers all the way down. I don't really know how I feel about that strategy here.
Okay. Yeah. At this time of the draft, I'm now just kind of like reflecting and looking at what I did and didn't do, just reflecting on mistakes that I made a little over 2 hours ago. Yeah, I'll be honest. You know what? I'm fine with paying 35 for Jonathan Taylor. I'm fine. We just scored. 2-2. 2-2. We might be going to penalties.
Oh, it's going to penalties?
We might be going to penalties. I think
we might be getting a live react right now.
I think it's like the 116th minute right now.
We might be getting a live react from the Waterboys on a sporting event right now as we speak.
Yeah, I mean MLB draft's also up and running right
now.
now.
Yeah, it's fine. That draft is longer than this, which is impressive.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here at everybody's teams because these last couple of picks really will.
Yeah, I would like to have word back up that USA is back on. Football is back on. All right, let's go.
So let's see here. Your team looks very good. I like it. I think it's a bit of an overpay for Jackson Smith and Jigba, especially because Jordan Addison went for 9. But I know he's your.
I remember at the time of the draft.
Yeah, the biggest mistake. I mean, look, Lamar and Patrick Mahomes. Brian has nobody else on his team because of those 2 players.
Oh man. Oh, actually, let me look at Brian's team.
He's got Nick Chubb, and that's really about the only thing that I'm looking at that.
Huh. I kind of enjoy what's going on over here at maybe not actually.
I think Sam still has the best team in here overall. I like your team a lot. Wynn's team on the surface looks good. It's a 1 year team right now. That's really the state of things. I think he's going to need to figure out how to fill up that last flex spot because he really doesn't have anybody. Just got Allen Robinson though, and has Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which is good.
I mean, this is the thing kind of for your team, Everett. It's like you can't it depends on AR-15. It like if he's a smash, then you're in compete now mode. But even if you aren't competing now, your team is so young anyway. It's not like you got shit to move around and like parts to get off your team. Like, I mean, to be honest, you can literally take your team and run it back 2024.
Yeah. That was kind of my strategy this whole way through. I'm a little concerned of Javonte Adams.
Don't trust yourself in the offseason. Okay, I understand. Fair enough. I consider myself one of the best offseason minds.
Oh, no, I'm going to be wheeling and dealing. I'm just saying I'm concerned about Javonte Adams' his health. Now, interesting developments have begun. I've already received a trade proposal for one of my players. Gatorman himself has already inquired about the availability of Anthony Richardson, to which my response will be, I'm going to need Jalen Hurts and another player at a minimum. So, can start there.
Everett, just I need to get this out of the way. Or like I'm trying to pick up rookies right now for the tag squad. It's not working, so I think you can't do that right now because I immediately tried that and it's not letting me pick up Parker Washington right now. So I'm not exactly. That's another thing which we're pretty stupid on. We don't really know how the FAAB thing works. We don't really know like when does waiver wires go live.
We don't know.
Tonight?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
I don't know. 4 minutes.
Like, but let's wrap up this live stream here. Let's break down the teams, what we think for the future, real quick, and we'll call it a night. It's been 3 hours essentially of drafting.
It's been a long time. It's been fun though.
Just thank you to all of the members of the inaugural Waterboy Dynasty League for being here to draft tonight in July. This is a very early draft, but we had to make it work. So thank you to all of you guys for being here.
Now, Everett, because of the Travis Kelce pick, and he's got the quarterback situation, I really like Kush Daddy O2's team. The Kush Daddy O2's got a very nice little team going here. Bijan and Joe Mixon, Devontae Adams, you got a top 5 wide receiver fantasy. Smitty, I'm not as high on fantasy-wise, but let's just call him wide receiver 20 on the season.
Yeah, I think
it's lower than that. But the Bateman at the flex is a little up in the air, and the Akers and the Montgomery, but I really like the Kelce difference. Everett, he will have 100 points. Who do you think will be the second best tight end in the league? let's say TJ Hawkinson. Travis Kelce will finish with over 100 points more than TJ Hawkinson next year. That's the biggest positional advantage in all of football. Travis Kelce, you get wide receiver 1 numbers at tight end, and your opponent's tight end is maybe putting up 11 points.
So we can see. Hold on, what is going on here? There's some stuff down below. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways. Yeah, so, I mean, I like that. I'm a little concerned about the Rashad Bateman pick. David Montgomery at RB2 territory, but, you know, can shove another player in there. I feel, you know, you can put Juju in for Rashad Bateman, take David Montgomery out, and put Alec Pierce in. I think that's a good situation. Who's the loser of the night?
Of course it's Win, but we're not going to say Win here. Let's not be mean. And let's look at some other guys. Now, in terms of a look kind of at this team's bench, Andrew over here, my man. Okay, let's start with the quarterback position. Got Josh Allen for big 69. Solid. I mean, bit of an overpay, but you got your QB1. Then let's look at the rest. Mac Jones, $3. I love that. But then go get Trask and Willis. You know, like 2 upside guys, like cool with that. I do feel like instead of going for Trask and Willis there, he could have tried to get some more running back or wide receivers there, because Michael Thomas, Darnell Mooney, Jonathan
Michael Thomas was a massive overpay in my opinion.
So just looking at him having Olave and Mikey T, he's a Saints fan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I
like the Mingo pickup, but the bench is really non-existent for players you're gonna have to push in. I think if I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think me and Sam over here walked away pretty nice. Well, hey, you're not gonna support me.
It's the AR-15 question marks.
I will say though, for $34, I'm very happy with that pickup.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like for me I got T-Law. I saw everyone paying for the quarterback, so I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna get a top 7. But I was actually planning on going into this draft going almost like a no quarterback strategy.
That was my original plan as well. My bigger thing was I was pretty prepared to bid as much as I needed to get Justin Jefferson, and that was my central piece that I needed to walk away from this draft. I had my whole board set up. I had 6 players. I needed to get one of them, and Justin Jefferson was the number 1 player highlighted on that list. And my bid, and I said this earlier, my max bid on that was $85, was $80, which I was prepared to get rid of if I had to get to that point, because I think that him is just, it's stability, and he's going to be an amazing player for the future. But I think the way that the draft fell, I think the running backs went for a lot less than we really thought they were going to go.
Well, early on they were going, compared to the mocks, yes.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Early on, the running back spending was getting a little out of hand. You know, looking back on it, 35 for Jay Taylor, I'm hyped on that. But you know,
yeah,
I'm in win now mode. All right,
so real quick, let's do top 3 teams, bottom 3 teams for this next upcoming season.
So just for this upcoming season, bottom 3, top 3, I would say for top 3, I really like me and Sam's team. I hate to say it, Everett, I do. And I like our boy, our Lapata. I really like the Keenan and Deontay Johnson PPR cheese.
Okay, so those are your top 3. You're going to put you.
Portland 2 at flex. Ramondre Stevens. Oh, that team's going to be tough to beat. All right.
So you think top 3 are you, Sam, and Ryan Lapata?
From a 1-year standpoint.
For this next upcoming season.
Like, okay. I mean, our Lapata, holy shit. I don't know if I can beat him.
Okay.
The Ramondre Stevenson advantage over me is big. Kyle Pitts over Njoku, it can be big. We'll see. I give him advantages with Keenan, Deontay, and Judy over JSN. So he wins there big. Okay.
So we'll do 1 Sam, 2 Ryan, 3
It's the flexes for Lapata that, a little dicey. Maybe go Swift and Sutton over Rondale Moore.
1 Sam, 2 Ryan, 3 you.
I'm trying to be humble. Godwin's my second flex, Everett. I think I have the best team in the league.
Okay, so 1 you, 2 Sam, 3 Ryan.
I'm biased, obviously. I'm trying to, be
all right.
Looking out for the hope. If I'm gonna go bottom 3,
I mean, let's not beat around the bush. The worst team in the league, right?
Yeah, now. No, we know.
Sorry, Wayne, but you'll be. I mean, the rebuild is real. He'll get Caleb Williams. He needs a quarterback. That's the objective for this season. That's not a bad thing.
What are your thoughts on Team 4? Han.
I think it's a middle of the pack kind of team. I like the Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Hurts. Those are 2 very good quarterbacks, so that's going to get you a lot of points. Running backs are very strong. You're weak at wide receivers, though, and your flexes are not fantastic. And I say that because
it could be good. It's
they could end up being great. They could. It's the possibility is you're playing with risk. And I personally don't think that with the situation in Tampa Bay that it's going to be fantastic. So I think that you're not a Super Bowl contender, but like you're going to be a divisional round kind of player.
Yeah, let's, real quick, last thing, let's just do a winner or best pick of the draft, best value, best steal. Maybe we can do it to a degree by position to a certain degree.
I think the steal of the draft is still Patrick. I mean, the quarterback steal is Patrick Mahomes at $60. Kyler Murray at 14. Being honest, too.
I would actually probably say it is the Mahomes at 60.
I think that is the quarterback steal.
Fields at 50 was pretty solid as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Running backs, I'm gonna say Jahmyr Gibbs at 24. I thought
that was phenomenal.
I'm gonna be honest, a steal.
Very jelly of you on that one. I thought that was amazing pick. The most expensive running back in our league, Austin Eckler.
51.
Yeah, a little bit entertaining.
The man who owns that running back also owns the second most expensive.
Everett, another phenomenal running back price. Kenneth Walker, $17.
Yes.
Excellent.
Also, Aaron Jones, I applaud you. $5 for Aaron Jones.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of Mixon, $9. Shout out Ryan.
Also like Ramondre Stevenson at 13.
And Swift for 5. For 5. I'm so down for that. You know what? That's a good little draft.
Wide receivers now. Let's just look at it this way.
Rashad White at 5 is nice too. Rashad White at 5.
Yeah. Receivers wise, I think
T. Higgins 25 for being the 3rd receiver taken was phenomenal.
I think it's an overpay.
Oh, look what came next. AJ Brown 47, Amon-Ra 39, Garrett 40, CD 36, Olave 31, Waddle 36, Tyreek 37, Devontae 30, T. Higgins for 25.
I like my
Gross.
I like my Tyler Lockett for $2.
Yeah, that is nice.
I'll also say I think that I mean Terry if it pays out for 6.
Keenan at 7 is nice.
Olave at 31 is a bit of an overpay, though. We'll say that.
Terry at 6 is pretty good.
Tight ends, honestly, I don't really think...
Jamo for 4, I like that.
Tight ends, I don't really think that we can say anything on the tight ends because it's just so, like... It's not really
I don't know anything about them. Don't really know anything. The Kelsey 37, like... I think their team is to a degree in
right now. What is the overall worst pick of the draft?
I would probably the Eckler 51.
And what's overall
just because of the value?
Very best pick of the draft.
The very best pick of the draft. The very best. I think there's a chance that it could have been.
Mahomes at 60 is there. I'll put the Jahmyr Gibbs at 24 there. I think that, I mean, Jordan Addison at 9, I think is still a steal.
Can't say pick of the draft, though.
No, not pick of the draft.
This is a tough question. If I were just to look at one where I was like, I think there was an underpay there.
Nick Chubb for 26.
Pretty good, but PPR league.
True.
ETN 25 is pretty damn good. Kenneth Walker 17 might be my pick for it, or Gibbs 20. I love Gibbs. I'm really high on Jahmyr Gibbs, but like,
hey, that just makes me happy.
I think Gibbs and Kenneth Walker at those prices are just phenomenal. Like, I'm so jelly you got Gibbs. Literally every mock we ran, I was taking Gibbs every single time.
Also, one thing that I realized kind of halfway through this draft is one of the things I wanted to do was get a good player in each of my position groups that's like going to be there for a long time. So there's some stability.
Yeah, I was also thinking after getting, I think I got Jonathan Taylor, like literally
that was your first
pick in the draft of the entire draft. I think was Jonathan Taylor.
Yes, I did. I believe I did put him up
after there. After I got that, I was like, oh, running back, I truly don't care anymore. Like, and I got beyond lucky with Aaron Jones $5, which should be illegal. I don't know how that happened, but that's my RB2. We'll take that. Yeah, I guess other outlooks. You know, I think depth, the auto draft guys might be a little upset. Down the line.
But that's on them.
But hey, that is on them. That. Yeah,
well,
I don't know. It's a good draft. It's been 3 hours. We've just
there you have it. That has been the inaugural Waterboy draft. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching this. If you're watching it after it's been uploaded, if you even watched this whole thing or just skip to the end, congratulations. That takes a lot of patience and dedication.
Yeah, shout out to you.
But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at WaterboyPod. Make sure to follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everett's Takes and at WaterboyGrant for our latest content. We post on TikTok every day except for Mondays, 8 p.m. Central. You don't want to miss that. And we upload new podcasts every Tuesday and Thursday to YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, and anywhere you can find podcasts. And we'll see you guys in our next podcast.